Ladies and gentlemen, a special good morning. Welcome to Mac TV. And this is match number 14. DC Eagles, led by Mohamed Asif, will take on Chicago Catchers, led by Rizwan Chima. I've got the two captains here, and I've got third umpire, Charlie Javid. I think, Mohamed Asif, you've got the toss, and let's go. Heads is the call. And it comes up tail. Mohamed Asif, you won the toss. What you gonna do?
We're gonna bat first because yesterday we was chasing our team. That was a balance, but the new guys we just changed the few changing, and we're gonna bat first today.
All right, you're in a group with 3 teams on 2 points. A chance for you to get out of that group.
Yeah, of course. This tournament is slightly hard for us because I have a youngster, and last year we played excellent. We lost final against us, unfortunately. But this year, we have a win situation. This game, we have to must win.
So, what's your team like? Any changes from your last game?
No, any changes. On the same team is going to be play, and hopefully we're going to bat first and perform well.
All right, Rizwan Chima, a big game for you. Also, you're already in the playoff, but a chance for you to go closer to the Lions.
Yeah, obviously, every game is probably the important game for us. We want to make sure we go to the playoffs with the same momentum. This game is the same, so just going about it.
All right, would you have bowled first had you won?
Yeah, actually, we really wanted to have a bowl first because it's early morning. Didn't know much about the pitch yet because we didn't play a morning game, so we wanted to bowl first anyway. So it's good.
All right, final question. Any change to your side?
Yeah, I'm bringing in a few youngsters in. Just want to give them a chance in this game to make sure, they get a game.
All right, Rizwan, go well. Good luck. So there you have it, folks. Mohamed Asif from DC Eagles have won the toss and they've elected to bat first. So, a special good morning from the Central Broward Stadium, where we often running with the news. As you heard from the toss report, DC Eagles, they've won the toss, they've elected to bat, and the batter's out in the middle, Hussein Bashir. And he gets a ball going down the leg side, and things are on the way here. So wide is the call. And so with no effort at all, DC Eagles, they're off and running, benefiting from a ball down the leg side from Rashiv Joshi, who has opened the ball. And at the non-striker's end, we've got Ezzatullah Keel. He has come out with Hussein Bashir. And so the Eagles, we talked about the Eagles on 2 points. Flicked away, that's a lovely shot. Running up towards the backward square boundary, crosses the rope. And it's a good time to bring in, and good morning to Ivor Henry. Ivor Henry, you're coming at the time in which we've seen a lovely shot for 4.
Yes, indeed. Off the legs, and with a man stationed at the deep backward square leg, he had not a chance in cutting off that one. And as usual, we started the proceedings with a wide. We've seen that so many times. Good morning, listeners. Good morning to all the Mac viewers. Of course, Broward County Stadium is the place to be. Mac is the place to be viewing this game. Lenny, good morning. Had a good night?
Very good, yeah, very good. So Hussein Bukhari allows one to go through to the keeper. And Ivor Henry, very important matchups for teams. Looking for those late surge. We're still looking for a formation of the 4 teams. And probably the only 2 guaranteed in that top 4 are Lions and Chicago catchers. Who has taken the field? Joshi, short ball, pulled away. That's a lovely shot from Bukhari. And whether or not it has crossed the rope, I'm pretty sure that the umpire may take a look, but they come back for a couple of runs. Good looking shot.
Come up for a third. That's good running between the sticks and good bit of feeling down there in the deep square leg. Had to run almost to the mid-wicket region, put out the big size 12, not the 16 this time, and to a good effect, save his team a run. Made the batters run hard for their third. And again, the DC Eagles win or go home. They'll be mere spectators if they don't win this one. Chicago catchers gonna still try to advance their cause.
So Izatul kill. Ball into the offside. Rashiv Joshi, we talked about. Players from all over the world has continued to come to the US Open. And Rashiv Joshi, of course, come from Canada, being part of the Canadian setup last couple of years. And he comes in here looking to make an early impression. Here is Azatullah Kale, ball into the onside, can score. And we've seen a good couple of shots from Hussein Bukhari. We saw flicking well and then pulling into the onside that got 3. And so he's been positive.
Yes, we're using the same pitch that we've been using for the last 2 days. It's a good one.
Yeah, ball driven into the offside. Chance of a run out here, and look at that. Looking for a single, no response, or a very mixed reaction from your non-striker. And in the end, kill is gone. 8 for 1.
Yeah, the non-striker was ball watching. Naughty. It was an easy single. I don't know what he's doing. Looking back at the ball going out to the mid-off. He's looking back. And the batter too, he went too far down. When you see there was no response, got into the point of no return. And he was found wanting. Out runner, what a way to go. He was batting beautifully though. It was a good stroke into the offside. And he was not even in the frame. And he's mad at his batter. They're not going to be sitting side each other for a very long time. Yeah, that was poor cricket on the part of the non-striker. Had no business looking back there, but I still fault the batter. You have to wait for the response from the non-striker. It takes 2 to run a single. You must have seen that he was not moving. See, and running down the middle of the pitch too. That's poor cricket also. Running down the middle of the pitch, you have to get out of there. Umpires got to be mindful of that. Team having to bat second. He was doing everything was wrong. Even running between the sticks, running down the middle of the pitch. So umpire Anka and umpire Charlie.
So Honigori comes into the attack. He starts with a dot ball. New man out in the middle, Taimur Khan. We've seen an early fall of Azatullah Kale run out. A little bit of mixed response from Hussein Bashir, the man on the non-striker's end. And as you made mention, Ivor Henry might have been ball watching, and that ball watching included him having to turn around and really taking focus on your partner.
Yes, there was a call for the run. The run was on, but it takes 2 to 1. Here it is. and then it turn off and then stop. Why would you stop and your batter keep coming? You have to trust your partner. You looked around first, then you saw him coming. Why do you think you would not make it? Of course.
Oh, lovely shot from Akbar Khan over the infield. And that has gone away for the second boundary of this innings for the DC Eagles.
Yeah, coming from the outer half of the bat and it got over the infield and away she went. There's a third man, but the third man is fine. This one went rather square for yet another boundary. We'll have a look. It is just a foot chase just to retrieve beyond the boundary markers.
Yeah, you look at the shot from Taimur Khan. Very, very intentional. And this is just the second over. You're allowed only 2 fielders, and Ivor Henry will point them out. Oh, that's a lovely shot. Even better than the previous one. Straight down the ground. Fielder does well. We'll have to see if he saved it. But he saved a boundary for sure.
Guess he's confirming with the fielder for once. So his effort, and the umpire trusted the fielder there for his honesty, and he said yes, the ball hit the boundary markers. No need to go upstairs. He trusted the honesty.
Yeah, ball defended here by Taimur Akbar Khan. He's had a good series, scores of 24, 59, and 8 so far. So you would have done well if you can get a half century in one of those games, and Taimur Khan has certainly done that. Honey Gori comes back into the side. He's been at the US Open for several years now. Oh, lofted. Those are intentional shots, and they're good reason. This is the power play, and that gone lofted over the offside. Gone for 4, 2 overs gone. It's 21 for 1.
Yes, a 1 bounce 4, and good looking stroke. He picked his spot, full face of the bat, held the pose, knew it was 4. Once he got over the bowler's head, we'll have a look. There it is, held the pose with a straight bat. So DC Eagle winning the toss and deciding they're going to bat first. They're going to set a target, one in which they hope to defend, and they must defend if they want to stay in this contest, in the 17th edition of this tournament. So far, so good, apart from that mixed up run out that we would have seen earlier. Score was 8 for 1 then, so they've merrily rolled on to 21.
So 21 in a couple of overs. Rishiv Joshi will continue. Husnin Bashir and Taimur Khan out in the middle. They've lost Ezatullah Kale. Ball steered into the offside, and a little bit of hesitancy in the running again. Get the feeling that sometimes Ivor Henry, when you've just come away from a terrible mix-up that cost you a wicket, it brings some indecision now all of a sudden on the batters. 21 for 1 we talked about. The Eagles only on 2 points, but a win here. And it will certainly be an upset if they can take off or take out Chicago catchers. That will break a deadlock of 3 teams on 2 points, so they will get out of that group of 2-pointers. Those includes, of course, Vegas High Rollers. They're done for the tournament, but they're just hanging around just in case. Out of those 3 teams on 2 points, they get a chance by the net run rate calculation. Other than that, Ivor Henry, you've got to fancy the teams who have 1 more games to play, and those are Dallas Smashers and the team playing here, DC Eagles.
You're absolutely correct. It's hanging around time. Net run rate always come into play. There's no clear cut in a 2020 tournament, especially.
Pulled away. That's a lovely shot into the region of the field that came in looking for probably the catch. Ball bounces away and go away for 4.
It's a good pitch. Look at that one. Gone Greenwich style, up on one leg and pulling. The shot deserves a boundary, but I think the fielder made a mess of it. He got there, and away from his grasp and onto the top. Yet another boundary. They have to make hay while the sun shines, and it is shining. I think there's some heavy clouds about. Sooner or later we'll see that on your TV screen. There's some dark clouds out in the western part of this ground. No immediate threat of rain though, because the sun is with us.
So 25. They're off to a quick start, going over 9. We've seen a good knock so far from Hussein Bukhari. Scores of 7, 29, 19, and 18. But he's not afraid to take on the bowlers. Look at that. Flicked away down the leg side. Does Rishiv Joshi comes and flicked away nicely by Hussein Bukhari. He picks up another boundary.
That's exactly what you do when you win the toss. Exactly just what the doctor ordered. Put runs on the board. Runs on the board is runs on the board. This time they're going to try to put runs that they can defend. So far, so good. Just as one mixed up that they had this morning. Apart from that, everything is a go.
So Hussein Bukhari, 3 4s so far. We talked about his all-round ability. Hussein Bukhari. He's really played well for the DC Eagles, and so far so good. Oh, cut away on the opposite side of the pitch, and an even a better one through the offside, gone for 4.
That's a good-looking stroke, just with ease, immaculate ease, squeezing it past the third man up in the circle and the point, and downhill. All 4. Into the 30s now. It's at 33 for 1. So Hussein is there at the top. He is on 20. Timor, he is on 12 4. He's going at a good clip, Lenny.
Yeah, they're off to a good start. 3 overs gone. They're going at 11 runs and over. And those are very good power play scores. We've seen Hussein Bukhari and we've seen Timur Khan not afraid to play some shots. And these are the time you want to capitalize on that, Ivor Henry, with just a couple of fielders out.
Yes, had a chit-chat with the skipper Chima this morning. I said, century maker, congratulations sir, but this time you're not hoping for a century, you're hoping for the win first. He said, absolutely, the win is first, but if they make enough runs, then I have to give it a go.
So Honigori starts his second over, and Timur Khan looking for a big one, no elevation.
They picked out one of those fielders who are outside of the 30-yard circle. That's the mid-wicket fielder. It's more of a square leg, I beg your pardon.
So a couple of teams on 2 points still have a chance. Oh, that's a lovely shot over the infield again. That's the kind of shot you play in the power play session. And look at that, rolls away for 4.
Yeah, there's no cover sweeper. The second fielder outside of the ring is the long off. Honigori is guilty of over pitching. He has been pitching up a bit too much as an opening bowler without much protection in the deep. I think he's going up too far up to the bat.
So we saw this season Bukhari, highest has been 29 against Dallas. And he's really off to a good start. You look at the card, he's up to 24. And those have come because he has struck 5 4s already. And looking for more. 2 runs here at least. Fielders giving chase. In fact, they'll settle for 1. Should have picked up a couple of runs, but 39 on the board.
Yeah, they're mindful of the first run out. Don't want a second via the run out route. And Lenny, we have seen so many run outs in this tournament. So credit to the fielders and a whole slew of them. Direct hit.
Yeah, the modern cricketer, when he goes to the park, he not only bats and bowl, they'll practice some throwdowns, and that is, you see a lot of the modern coach will come and put one of those rubber stumps, and they'll do drills and training to really throw the ball in, try to hit the stumps, because they know in the shorter version of the game how much fielding is valued.
Well, that was a high display here in this tournament. And as I said, you're going to see a lot of those runouts in the highlights. MAC TV, 24/7. Cricket, lovely cricket.
So Taimur Khan, we talked about him getting a half century. And he got a half century as one against one of the best team in the tournament, the Lions. Not easy to score against that team. The man on strike, Taimur Khan, he's posted a 59 against the Lions.
Well, the Lions are 5-5. An immaculate record so far. Love Average says you should lose one, but from here on in, they would not want to lose any. Simply means they'll be victorious.
So Honey Gori down the leg side. We'll wait and see. Could be a leg by here. And that will complete over number 4. So 4 gone is 40 for 1.
Yes, indeed. Leg by to finish that over. So Honigori has gone for 19 from his 2. Not really bad, since that he can only have 2 fielders outside the 30-yard mark. Local boy opened the batting on occasions as well. He preferred the faster stuff, if I can say so myself. A little man, but he punched a big pack.
So bowling change. It looks like Jamie Hay comes into the attack. He replaces Rishiv Joshi. And they're off to a good start, Ivor Henry, at 40 off 4. So that's 10 runs and over. Good.
Yes, winning the toss, opting to bat, it simply means keep wickets in hand, lay a platform for the other batters. But you know my, you know my mantra. There's no other batter. Once you're there, stay there. So let platform for yourself.
So he replaces Rishiv Joshi. 2 overs, no made, none for 10. None for 20, actually. He's gone 10 and over. And Jamie Hay runs in from the far end. And he starts with the ball wide outside the off stump, called by Charlie Javid.
Yes, taken cleanly there by the wicketkeeper. He has no company, no slips. Closest man to him is the fine leg up in the circle. Again, there's a third man and a deep square leg.
Yeah, Jamie Hay given the ball. And he's the man that comes out of New York, plays for a team or a club called Westbury in the Metropolitan District Cricket Association in New York. Lofted. That's a lovely strike from Taimur Khan. Gone all the way over the offside. And that's a massive strike from Taimur Akbar Khan.
Lovely shot indeed, and he got all of it, got into it, meat and drink. We'll have a look. It's always good to see an inside out shot. When it comes off, it looks oh so glorious.
So the 2 men outside of the ring is the third man and mid-wicket. So not necessarily any protection on the square offside positions. And Taimur Khan goes big again. This could be the second 6 in this over. And it's gone over the onside. 6 more runs for Taimur Khan. And the 50 comes up in the 5th over.
And again, make it difficult for fielder and captain and bowler when you can score on both sides of the pitch. When you can score on both sides of the wicket, I beg your pardon. Here was an inside-out shot to start the 6 hitting in this over, and then he's tugging one over in the cow corner area for 6. Wow is here for the Chicago catchers. 53 it is for 1.
Yeah, this is a massive power play start. And we talked about if the Eagles win here, it makes the equation a little bit simpler for the competitions committee in that they'll break away from the Smashers. Who's playing next, by the way? They're taking on New York. We talked about the Vegas High Rollers. They're done, but they're still sticking around to see if there will be some bit of movement in terms of 3 teams tied on 2 points. We've got Vegas High Rollers on 2, DC Eagles are playing here, they're on 2. And Dallas Smashers, they're on 2, they play later. But you get the feeling, Ivor Henry, if the DC Eagles can win this game, it doesn't matter Chicago, it will not affect Chicago catchers' position on the table. They're already with 6 points. But if the DC Eagles can win here, they will break away from 3 teams on 2 points and maybe put themselves into that Final 4.
You're absolutely right. Like we say,
yeah, that's the point standings for you. A perfect record for the Lions. Look at that. 5 games, 10 points. Chicago catches on 6. And keep an eye on DC Eagles. If they win here and they're off to a very good start. Into the offside. More runs there for Taimur Akbar Khan. Jamie Hay has gone for 14. Couple of 6s off his bowling so far.
well, we're bathed in sunshine already. We are in hopes of no rain. Just going to be the 2 matches today as we're winding down to the semi-finals. So these preliminary matches are very important, as indicated there by Lenny Archibald.
Yeah, Jamie Hay into the offside. Good delivery. That goes for a dot. And of course, we saw some historic moments yesterday in which Mark Dial and Sachin Singh from the Yorkers posted 197 or 198 for an opening stand. That has to be a record at the US Open.
Yeah, 198. Has to be.
And bearing in mind, it was a 15 overs game, not even a full 20. So if that is not a record, I want to see the record. Flicked away, that's a good looking shot, well stopped by the fielder. And so this over remains at 14 runs off it so far from Jamie Hay.
Yeah, good feeling there by the man in the forward square, keeping company with umpire Anchor. Took it on the bounce, 1 bounce, but it got to him with pace. Had it eluded him, Guzman would have been in business. Both batters in the 20s, 25 and 26 respectively. Camo on 26.
Yeah, steered into the offside. That completes 5, and so 5 gone, 54 for 1. So the action continues. Still going solidly, just over 10 runs and over. Looks like another bowling change. Mohib Siddiq. Looks like he's been given the ball. And he will come in here with already a good start from the Eagles. They've only lost 1 wicket. via the run-out route. Other than that, we've seen a good knock from Hussein Bukhari and Timur Akbar Khan. Khan is on strike. And so the fourth bowler to be used, Mohib, comes into the attack here. We've seen a little bit of Mohib Siddiqui, left arm spin, and he starts pretty well. Ball that beats the bat of Timur Khan.
Well, the final over of the power play for you new listeners is the 2020 over match. You would have heard of 15 overs that caused delayed start.
Yeah, looking to go big. Not a good delivery here from Mohib Tariq. He's come in, he's bowled a couple of dot balls, one of them a threatening one. And playing across the line of a delivery, Timur Khan.
He beat the keeper. Ball rushed into his pads, but for no one.
Oh, balled him. So Mohib Siddiqui gets the ball. Third ball he's taken out. Timur Khan is 54 for 2.
That was a good delivery. The batter was making room. Headed to square leg and from hand to timber. Needed no assistance from any other fielder. Just that umpire raising the dreaded finger. But there was no need for him to raise that finger either. Batters usually walk on a bold decision. So, not a bad start. 52 for 2, losing 2 wickets in the power play so far. They're hoping not to lose any more. Other than that, right now it's about even Steven in the power play. Again, I'll remind you, the DC Eagle wants to stay in this contest, wants to get into the table where they'll be calculating. They've got to win this one. You lose, automatic, on your way out of the park, out of the tournament, as a matter of fact, and we'll be saying thank you for your participation.
So Mohib Siddiqui comes in. First wicket taker. We saw the first wicket fall because of a run out. Other than that, and we talked about needing no help. Sometimes you depend on someone and they don't come through. Waze Qureshi, he comes to the middle. And a chance for the catchers to really claw themselves back into the game. We talked about first 5 overs going for over 10 runs and over. And Rizwan Chima and company will be hoping that a wicket here, a wicket there can really peg them back.
Yes, well, good change there by the skipper. Chima Honigori was taken apart in his last over. And skipper Rizwan Chima bringing in the change and reaping success in the very first over from Mohib.
Yeah, Mohib has been good. Look at that. Can score. And so far, he has not only picked up the wicket of Timur Khan, but he's bowled 4 dot balls. And you are asking and begging for a wicket maiden. It could come here. And look at that. Wicket maiden for Mohib Siddiqui. 6 gone is 54 for 2. So, bowling card so far. Seen 4 bowlers been used. Perhaps the best. Look at Mohib Siddiqui's figure. He's picked up 1. He has not given up a run. A wicket maiden for him. Oh, Gori continues. Ball slashed away. That's a lovely shot again from Hussein Bukhari. Gone for 4.
Yes, splitting third man and point and down the hill. to the backfield, it was always going to be 4 ones. So Goey continued to leak ones. He's now changed end. He's coming from the far end, his preferred end, I would imagine. But he was too full and outside with an angled bat. There's another 4.
Yeah, Honi Gori has come to this tournament quite a few years. A player that has represented the Czech Republic at the international level in T20 cricket. And so he's made the trip to the US Open. I've seen him here quite a few years. And guess he's one of the players look forward for December to be in the Broward County area. Race Qureshi, he comes in to strike. And he gets a good delivery. Ball eased out into the onside. And we talked about how much impact a wicket can make. You pick up a wicket, you dismiss a batsman, the new batter comes in, he will take some time to get going. And already we've seen that from the current run rate. They were going at over 10 and over. Now it has gone down to 9.2. So good work here from Chicago catchers. Ball cut away, finds the gap, and that's a lovely execution of a cut shot.
So Honigowi continues to leak runs. He's gone some 29 already from his 2.4 overs. A bit too full on the bat. And we're out of the power play, and they're still finding the boundaries.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of overs before from Honi Gori. One, his first one went for 13, second one went for 6. And that might have tempted Rizwan Chima with the over that had gone for 6 for him to really come back, but he's gone for 10 in this one, 2 4s. And both off the bat of Hussein Bukhari. He's up on 34, Hussein. And that's a lovely shot again. Finds the gap, and more runs there for Hussein Bukhari. This time on the onside, that's another 4.
Yes, scoring on both sides of the pitch. And again, I'm saying on the offside, in the onside, it doesn't matter. They're winning the toss. They know they have to win this one to stay on the park, give themselves a chance to get in the top 4. It's going to take net run rate to get them there, but a win first. That's first and foremost. Second, they'll have to win and up their net run rate, give themselves a chance. You know, a lot of teams are rooting for them to make it interesting.
Yeah, driven into the offside. Jamie Hay runs around. And so that completes 7, 69 for 2. So the action continues. Mohib Siddiqui will bowl again. And Ivor Henry, we saw in the last over, picked up 6 dot balls. In fact, 5 dot balls after that.
Well, all dots, 6 dots on the trot. The wicket in itself was a dot. So good move there by Chima. Would the batters get after him? Would they go after him? We shall wait and we shall see.
So Bukhari has really batted well. We talked about Bukhari, highest score has now been surpassed. Coming into this game, his highest score was 29. He's up to 40. He's really batted well, 70 for 2.
Yeah, he would have looked at a beautiful century in 15 overs last night.
Yeah, edge, we'll have to wait and see. Ball pass, Stefan Pink. And gone away, 4 runs off probably a streaky edge.
French cut, we call that, the Maurice Foster in Jamaica. Well, it doesn't matter how they come, it's 2020 cricket. You might say that's well calculated, that's one of my specialty.
Why Morris Foster?
He normally play those strokes. Yep. Yeah, he normally gets those there. Outside the off stump, inside edge, passing the stump to Maurice Foster.
Yeah, straight down the ground will get a single. I heard Morris Foster in his days, the Jamaican. He was very good at the local level, but didn't translate that skill into the international level.
No, that's Mac Morris.
Oh, Mac Morris.
Yes,
Okay,
Mac
yeah, it might
Morris.
have been.
Yes, that's Mac Morris.
Yeah,
But
ball into the offside. We'll talk about some old West Indies history. Go ahead.
yes, well, Maurice Foster comes into play. That's where Viv Richards got his chance to go to India, when Maurice Foster was unable to make the trip, and Viv Richards got the call up, and the rest was history. He started his inning there in India, getting out to Chandrasekhar twice, 4 and 3, but his third inning, 191.
So ball driven into the offside. Easy single, and that's the completion of over number 8. So 8 gone, 76 for 2. So 8 gone, 76 for 2. We're talking of 70s cricket. The name Maurice Foster has come to mind, and I got to share a song with you. Maybe when we get break during the halftime proceeding, I'll share a song with you that captures cricket in the 70s for the West Indies.
Okay, I'd be delighted to hear that, and who knows, it might be. I just have to play it on Caribbean Global Voices. We want to welcome all the radio listeners as well, taking in some of this 17th edition of the tournament. It's the US Open, of course, 17 years ago. The brainchild of one Mac Qureshi. All hails to Cricket Council USA, the Mac Group.
So Kairav Sharma has been given the ball. Interesting action. Leg spinner, right arm leggy. We'll have a look at him. I haven't seen Saad bin Zafar on the field, or maybe, and we know the bowling exploit of Saad bin Zafar, but haven't spotted him on the field. But in the meantime, Kairav Sharma has been given the ball, 77 for 2. Yeah, a little bit of Paul Adams. You remember Paul Adams from South Africa?
Yes. Yeah, he has that peculiar action. Seems as if his face is headed into the pitch when he's bowling, and flip it like from the back of his head.
So Bukhari comes back into strike. He's into his 40s. Yeah, well bowled. Kairav Sharma comes in here, and a couple of singles, and now a dot ball. We've seen the exploit of the right arm leggies. We saw Imran Khan got 5 for 7 last night.
First 5-4 in this tournament. We've seen a couple of 4-4s, but he did one better. He's got the first and only one thus far in this tournament. Imran Khan.
Yeah, this is very good bowling from Kairav Sharma. And yesterday you talked about how hard it is to control these wrist spin bowling type. And so far you look at Kairav Sharma, a very lengthy run for a spinner, but it doesn't matter. That's your momentum, that's what you want to do. And here he is, he's bowled well so far. Look at that, cut away. Has he found the gap? I think this will run away. Husnan Bukhari can't keep him down. And no matter how packed you put the offside field, he's going to find space to get through.
Well, he just steered that one. He didn't really go at it with any venom or anything. He just placed it between the third man up in the circle and point, and away she ran down the hill for 4.
So good over still from Kairav Sharma. This one will have to go for 6 for you to say it's a bad over, but let's see. And just that ball that gave Husnan Bukhari some time because it was short, give him some width he was able to work with. Let's see. Kairav Sharma. Well bowled into the pitch. That will complete 9. So 9 gone is 83 for 2. So 83 for 2. We've seen a good knock so far from Husnain Bukhari. And it looks like another bowling change. A young man has been called up. And it looks like Bahawal Sher has been given the ball. And at the toss, Rizwan Chima did say that he has a couple of changes and some young players have come in. I want to think he was talking of Bahawal Sher, who's been given the ball. And in fact, you look at the Chicago catchers, everybody is a young man on the team.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, it looks like another leg spinner ramped away. That's a good looking shot from Bukhari, and it goes away for 4, and Bukhari scores a 50. Half century for Husnain Bukhari, and it comes off the first ball in the 10th over.
Yeah, he has got to stay there. He looked at a run out when he was ball watching, so he has got to really carry on. He cannot make a 50 for himself. We have seen 4 centuries in this tournament so far, and I think he has got to be thinking of joining that elite group.
Yeah, Bukhari driving into the offside. And we've seen a couple of leg spinner here. We talked about yesterday the teams sometimes are not inclined to play 2 leg spinner. They're not inclined to play 2 left arm seamer. But you made the point, which I agree, that if they're good enough, why not? Chance! Direct throw! Charlie Jarvis says it's out. And another wicket falls, 87 for 3.
So the second run out in this innings, and it's like, my word, what would have happened there? Trying to get up the point fielder. I always say that. That's a busy area. You put your best fielder there. Comes in, picks up one hand, tosses it, hand to stump. Can't keep this man out. He got a wicket, and now he has a golden arm. She's saying, don't worry about it, carry on. That was too close for comfort. 87 for the loss of some 2 wickets. They were batting well.
Yeah, the good news, Bukhari is still on 51. He's out in the middle. And so Wais Qureshi, he has to walk back 87 for 3.
Yeah, his contribution was 7. Was a good understanding, but I said it already and I'm saying it again to the producers of the Mac TV. The highlights, one of the biggest highlights. We don't reward fielding, but your highlights has got to be a lot of run-outs. Direct hits, there have been umpteen of them. I just can't put a number on it, but I'm trying to say so many direct hits that they have got to form part of the Mac Qureshi group highlights.
So Harry Bandari comes out here in the 10th over. We've seen And the over that has gone for 4 from Bahawal Sher. And we talked about 6th bowler to be used, 2 right-arm leggy in the same team. We also saw Stephen Sankar and Imran Khan in that New York lineup. And just coming back to that, it's good to see captain play on merit. You select your best team on merit. I don't care if they're 3 left-arm spinner in the side. Play on a miss. Good bowling here from Bahawal Sher.
But I'll tell you one even better than that. McGill and Shane Warne have played in the same team for Australia at least 15 times. Bowled the same way, same leg spin. And do you know what? Every time they play together, McGill out-bowled Shane Warne. Every single inning. Look it up.
So final ball coming up here from Sher. Yeah, good delivery and over. That has only conceded 6 runs. So 10 gone, halfway stage. It's 89 for the loss of 3. So the batting card, and of course you see Husnan Bukhari, top of the table so far, and he's got a half century. Kairav Sharma, we talked about a peculiar action, but he has really bowled well, bowled with good control, and one of 2 leg spinners we've seen so far.
Yes, he has that peculiar action. One you have to get used to, but we've seen some good offside strokes already. It was 4. I'm sure it's going to make one of the highlights. It was cut between 3rd man up in the circle and backward point. It's played with immaculate ease.
Oh, going down the leg side, one of the rare ball that has gone down the leg side from Sharma. And we'll wait and see as umpire Charlie Javid walks to the square. In fact, no signal. So would have come off the bat. Couple of runs here for Bandari. Yeah, ball played into the offside. So another single here, this time Bukhari. And that has taken the score up to 93 for the loss of 3, Ivor Henry.
Yes, good going here. Having won the toss this morning, elected to bat first, trying to get a target score of over 150 and then some. But they're on the way. They're on the way to 100. It's in the 90s now. Goes on to 94 it is.
So Sharma will continue. 94 for the loss of 3. And ball tugged. That's a lovely shot. Will not find the boundary. And so another single for the DC Eagles. This over's gone for 6 so far. 95 for the loss of 3.
Well, now the sun is playing hide and seek with us.
Yeah, into the offside. The over comes to a close. 11 gone. 95 for 3.
This one is edging up in the circle and a fumble. But the non-striker, he always wanted one, so he was off and running to the races. Made good his ground because of a fumble. Third man up in the circle. So single takes it on to 96. Stroking this one nicely, sweetly into the offside. Running a relaxing one. Fielder out in deep. Runs to his left fields and just the 1-1. So they're easing their way into the 100. That brings Hussein Bakari. He is on 57. He's going inside out in the air but away from the point fielder. Cover sweeper comes in and fields, rifles in a good throw. Keeping the batsman down to 1. So this over's gone 3 singles, 1-1-1. Cheeky round the corner, he's getting runs here, they're running it as if they know it's going to be 4, so he's well placed. And there goes another 4. That brings up the 100. It's 102 for the loss of 3 wickets. So Harry now he goes on to 8 with that boundary. Again, let me remind you this morning of the coin toss. DC Eagles called right and without hesitation opted to bat. They're going to bat their way into this tournament. They want to stay on the park, and to stay on the park, you have to win. Lose or go home. That's a beautiful shot into the offside. Cover sweeper runs in and can't prevent the boundary. He gave it all its worth. He got there, but I think that's Honeygoy not having the best of days, but beautiful cover-driven shot. So this seemed to be a man in form. Hussein, he have watched a few batters come and go, 2 runouts while he was there. And I guess he's saying now I have to do some heavy lifting. He goes on to 66 as the total races on to 106 for 3. So the over started nicely with 3 singles, and now we have 2 4s on the trot. Could we have a hat-trick of 4s? We will watch and we shall wait and see. Down the leg side, on the back foot, pulling, not getting a hold of it. Mid-wicket comes in and he's gonna well, he's holding the ball, but I think the umpire should be satisfied that that's a dead ball. He's waiting. Now the ball into the keeper's hand. Elementary. So at the end of 12, it's 107 for the loss of 3 wickets. Again, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Wherever you are watching cricket on the Mac TV. And we're coming to you live from the Broward County Stadium in the beautiful city of Lauderhill. We're going to have all of 2 matches today. So it's going to be one after this. So don't you dare go away. 107 for 3. And remember, this is the 17th edition of this US Open.
So 12 gone, it's 107 for 3. Harry Bandari's on 4, 67 to Hussein Bukhari. And the action continues. Kairav Sharma, he's bowled well. Yeah, good delivery, good flight, good pitch, and he continues. In fact, along with Bahawar Sher, has continued with some very good leg spin bowling so far.
Yeah, he's been in control, just giving up some 14 runs from his 2.1 over.
Yeah, taking on the pad, not outside his umpire Charlie Javid. And the umpires have had to do a lot of games. This year they've been assisted by technology. And you talked about the beauty of the technology. We've been able to see some of those close line calls.
Yes, umpire Charlie, a leg spinner, googly bowler in his own right.
Oh, pulled away from Bandari, gone the distance. And that's a lovely strike. Just getting back into his crease, picked it up nicely, and it's gone for a maximum.
Yes, well, it was a poor delivery. He had bowled just two. He got away with the first one when a single was given from a poor delivery down the leg side. By this time, it was meat and drink. I think he was rattled by the no decision given there by umpire Charlie. He's got to concentrate on the very next delivery. So far, he's bowled well, though. He's been in control most of the way.
Oh, another good-looking shot from Bandari. Gone the distance again. So 2 sixes. And perhaps that's the bad thing, that when you bowl too long, the batters are beginning to scout you out.
I think he was rattled by the second delivery when he asked a question to umpire Charlie, out or not out. He heard not out. He thought that he was in business. I'm sure we'll get a chance to see it again. It was a close call, and he thought he was being undone. This is where the skipper, and he's there with him now. That's what I thought. Sometimes when a bowler is disappointed with a decision that was turned down, sometimes you have to go and console him. I think it was a close call. The umpire thought it would not have gone into the sticks, and I think he'd been rattled after that. The very next delivery, bowled a poor delivery for 6, and now still not in control. Was whacked way out of the park. The ball is yet to come back into the field of play, but he's having a long chat there with Rizwan Chima. Look at the difference with this delivery.
Yeah, Kairav Sharma has been tongued twice out of the park. And will come into bowl to Harry Bandari. And that partnership has gone up to 33. We talked about a good showing so far from this DC Eagles team. They have gone solidly over 9 per over all throughout the game so far. In fact, has gone over 10 at one point. And we saw the power play session that at the end of 6, they were batting at 54 for 2. And he goes big again. He eludes the bowler himself. The fielder does well to come around quite quickly. Single.
That would have been a spectacular catch had he taken that. Came back at him with pace. And like I said, see, we didn't have a hat-trick of 6 sixes, and there's Chima playing the leadership role, consoled him, touchdown with a good delivery. And again, so 2 singles after he'd been spoken to by his captain at the end of over number 13. It's 122 for 3.
So Mohib Siddiqui gets another ball. And we saw earlier on Mohib bowled a very good first over, picked up a wicket, didn't give anything away in that first over.
As a matter of fact, the first wicket maiden of the 17th edition of this US Open came close twice.
Yeah, when you look at the wickets tally, we've seen Yusuf at the top of the heap on 14 wickets. We saw Imran Khan, Yusuf Zazai from the LA Lions, 14 wickets at the top of the table. Rashiv Joshi, he's on 8. It's a long way off to catch up. And we talked about Imran Khan last night, 5 for 7.
Yeah, top of the pack in terms of match figures.
Yeah, good delivery. Ask and you shall receive. Bantari gone. 123 for 4.
2 wickets for him. I can almost say the man with the golden arm. Easy decision there, umpire and Kaur. The one would have picked back to perhaps the off stump. So 123 for 4. He goes wide of the crease. There is, no, maybe leg stump, top of leg. Umpire reckoned. Clipping is my call, and I'm giving it. Close call. He thought that the ball was bouncing, but top of off. So again, no one wants to keep company with Hussein Bakari. He is on 70, just 30 away from century. Centuries are being given away here on this park. I have to say that now because in 15 overs you can make 100. Here it is, Hussein. You have all of 20. We're just into the 14th over. It's just not a century. You've got to put a score that your team can defend. If you want to showcase your ways, got to win this one. Stay on the park. Lenny?
Yeah, a couple of wickets for Mohib Siddiqui. He's now bowling a 2 for 8. And he's picked up the wickets of, let's see, he's picked up the wickets of Taimur Khan and now the wicket of Harry Bandari. So 2 top wickets as Said Raza comes to the middle. And we saw Said Raza just the other day. Got among the runs. And he comes in here at a time in which 39 deliveries remaining. Mohib Siddiqui will continue. And ball defended into the offside. That's very good bowling here from Mohib.
Yeah, he's been tight and he's not giving much away. Again, I'll say that I wouldn't want him to be my Santa Claus. Gives nothing away.
So Said Raza gets a single into the onside and hands a strike over to Hussein Bukhari. Hussein has really batted well. You look at the card, he's up to 70. And he's been there from the start. And he's holding on for dear life and just making sure that he stables this DC Eagles team. Oh, good delivery. So that will complete the 14th over. 14 gone. 124 for 4. So we're back with the cricket. Said Raza will be on strike. Looks like Jamie Hay has been recalled. And so we saw an over from Jamie Hay that went for 14, but he's been brought back into the attack with 6 overs remaining.
Well, the platform has been set and wouldn't be too long from now where the party will be starting. And with a red hot Hussein Bukhari on strike on 70, I'm sure he'll be eyeing the 3-figure mark and perhaps trying to get at least 124 to be the top scorer in this tournament.
When you look at the DC Eagles, whenever they have batted first, they've only posted 136. And when they've batted last, in fact, the only game that they have won, they beat the Dallas Smashers. Jamie Hay outside the off stump. Called a wide from umpire Charlie Javid. 125.
But Charlie had a good look. Makes certain that he would have gone past the mark, which is just a guide. But in his opinion, the batter did not get a fair chance of playing a proper cricketing shot at that one.
Yeah, just coming back to this DC Eagles team, they've only batted first once. Well, lofted into the offside runs here for Said Raza. And now they come back for a couple of runs. Good shot, but couldn't clear the offside. But just coming back to the totals of the DC Eagles, they've They've batted once, 136 against the New York team, in which they lost. Other than that, they've been on the chase quite a bit. Chased 154 against the Dallas Smashers and won. And then they were involved in 2 massive chases, chasing 178, 180. Didn't get close to those total. Oh, lofted in the air, giving someone a chance. Rizwan Chima, it is. Oh my goodness, he has put that down. And we'll have to pick up the field. I'm not too sure if it is Rizwan Chima, but whoever it is, a very poor effort.
It is. It is Rizwan Chima, the skipper. Now he's got to make up for that in his batting. So Rizwan not leading from the front there, not leading by example, putting down a sitter. So gave him a chance when he was on 3.
Yeah, should have been taken. Should have been 127 for 5, but the action continues. Jamie Hay. And Bukhari is all in a tangle, looking to probably go into the onside, but a good delivery from Jamie Hay. May have seen him moving and deciding I'll bowl him full and wide.
What was he trying to do? He's trying to get 2 runs playing with soft hands into the onside. I think that's what he was trying to do. But you're better than that. You've been there for a long time. Some 49 deliveries. You've got to continue. Be positive.
Yeah, Jamie Hay should have picked up the wicket of Saeed Raza. A very basic approach from Rizwan Chima.
Too casual. It just was too casual getting into that. And didn't take it in the approved manner. The ball was almost at his knees when he put out his hand to take that catch. Too casual.
So Bukhari, he stands head and shoulder above the rest. He's played a good hand. Oh, into the offside. Slashing shot. Protection out in the deep. And look at that. They come back for a couple of runs. We'll have to hurry. The throw is not a good one. Stefan Pink would probably want a better throw, but they come back for 2.
Yeah, but have to. He's trying in from the deep, to be honest with you. Almost a 70-yard boundary down there. And he came in on the bounce, not over the sticks. So at least kept it down to 2. So give him A for effort, preventing the boundary.
Yeah, good ball here from Jamie Hay. Good over. Comes to an end. 15 gone. 131 for 4. So we're back with the cricket. DC Eagles winning the toss, electing to bat. You look at the card. 131 for 4, still 30 deliveries remaining. Mohib continues. Mohib has picked up a couple of wickets. He's bowled well, Ivor Henry. He's the pick of the bowlers.
Yeah, so far 2 for 9 and starts here with a dot. His final over.
Yeah, driven into the offside. Bukhari continues to carry the lone fight and now get a chance to come back for a couple of runs.
Yeah, poor feeling there though. They stole a 1. It would have been 1, but no real effort on the part of the long off fielder. Ran to his left and just took his time and getting in there. And I don't know. They must have won runs on the board, knowing that whatever they make, they'll be able to make it.
Yeah, into the offside, and no man move, just to retrieve. And so Husnan Bakari continues to motor along, and that's another 4. That's for number 13 off his bat. 137 for 4.
Yeah, it was just to the right of Wisborne, who was stationed there for a straight catch. He's hit with pace to his right, and just to the left of the long off fielder. Had not a chance, but just to retrieve, picked his spot, and he really got into it. A real 4 from this bowler. He's coming after him again. He's coming down the ground for 6.
Yeah, another good-looking shot from Husnain Bakari. And surprisingly, for the good, that's his first 6 with 13 fours already in his knock.
And again, bowlers have to understand. I don't think that the 2, it was evidently a 1 and been rattled after that. First 2 runs given up, and then 4 and the boundary. And this one again, not a good delivery. He was going at him, was going hard on the edge it, and just rolled out to the long on field. So right away, ball has been rattled. Having been bowling so good, a single given away, and all of a sudden.
So Husnain Bakari, he's gone up to 86. And he could be a man on course here, but we'll talk about that. 16 gone, it's 144 for 4.
(2008), the year it all began. MAC T20 exhibition, May 23rd, the very first event. Recognized by the U.S. Congress as the first international cricket match in America. 30,000 fans in the stands. History in the making. From that moment, a new era of cricket in the USA was born. U.S. Open cricket, where it started, where it's headed, and where legends are made.
So we come down to the last 4 overs. And the big news is Husnain Bakari, he's up on 86. And you get the feeling, Ivor Henry, there's enough time for perhaps for him to get to the 3-figure mark.
Oh, more than enough time. It's a lot of deliveries left in the 16th over. We saw a century here from 15 overs. This time, yesterday, we would have been bowling the first over of the second inning. Yesterday was a 15-over match. We've gone to 16 overs, and this is easy peasy. Just 14 away. You get that in 1 over. We saw what he just did of the best bowler. Rattled his figures.
So Kairav Sharma, in fact not Kairav, this is Rishi Joshi. And he starts with a short ball, an appeal. No, don't say it's the umpire.
A lone appeal from the bowler. The keeper did not even go up. So it's 1 for the over. That's what's the signal that's coming into us. And to the skipper and the bowler.
So 86 to Bakari, who is in the 80s club. Anderson is in the 80s club. And then after that, it goes to the big 4. 121 from Arab Zai, 109 from Durrani, 101 from Mark Dial, Rizwan Chima, 100 for Centurions. Oh, that's a massive shot from Husnain Bakari. Gone a long way, gone for 6.
And the beat goes on. He's into the 90s now. He's down to 92. So it's not a question of time getting his 100. He has got to do this for his team. He has got to stay on the park, bat throughout inning. He's the set batter. He's nothing about 100 right now. It's, yeah, and 150 comes up on the board with that gung-ho over the deep mid-wicket area. Ball is left the playing area and gone into the newly erected stands west of the playing area. If you have the geography and the location and layout of this stadium, Lenny seeing it up front and in person for the first time. He has deserted me for the last 2 years.
Yeah, new stands. And a lovely shot from Hussein Bukhari. He's gone into the 90s. This one tucked away, well away from the fielder. And look at that, a couple of runs, he goes up to 94.
Yeah, I don't like that shot though. You're on a 92. He was flirting with danger. There was a man stationed at the backward square there, keeping company with the umpire. And he could have gone hard at that. He just hit it just over his head. You're flirting with danger. Be in control. Just go ahead and be positive. It's not just about 100. It's setting total for your team. Outside the off stump. What are you doing? That's, to me, that's two big mistakes he made. He was called and he hesitated. He was involved in a run-out ball watching. This time again, he was called again and found wanting. And running to make good his grounds. The keeper with the big glove trying to run him out because again he was found wanting, Lenny.
Yeah, game number 14. Rizwan Chima runs off to the offside because Said Raza is a left-hander. Rashiv Joshi has gone for 9 in this over so far. A couple of balls remaining on Said Raza on strike. Driven into the offside, running quickly. Oh, look at that. Beats the man running around, and that's 4 runs off the bat of Raza.
It's a good looking shot. I mean, the fielder at square point really tries his best to really prevent that from going into the boundary, but only to retrieve beyond the boundary board. It's a good looking shot. There was a big gap between the extra cover and the point. He picked his spot. He's just reached to the playing area and he wants to be there for the 100.
Oh, pulled away from Said Raza, giving the fielder a chance. Into the hands, well judged catch. Raza gone, 157 for 5.
Yeah, I jinxed him. I said he wanted to be there for the century, but he was going hard, playing positive shots. I mean, he took one for the team, to be honest with you.
So 17 gone, it's 157 for 5.
So again, we're looking at this one. He was almost above the shoulder. Can we see it again? I mean, there was one for the over already. Is any way we can see that again, Mr. Producer? This one was getting up above the head.
So new man comes to the middle. Looks like Kamal, Mohammed Kamal. We've seen the departure of Said Raza. Jamie Hay comes back into the attack. And we come down to 3 overs remaining. It's 157 for 5. We talked about they've hardly batted first, this DC Eagles team. And look at that, off the outside edge and steered away into the offside. And Husnan Bakari goes up to 98.
Calculated edge, deliberately done. There's no slip. There's a third man a bit wide and he just eased it past the wicket keeper. Let's have a look again. See, picked the spot. It wasn't in an edge, it came off the middle of the bat. Calculated. That's good batting. I like that. In 2020 cricket, I hate when you're hitting wind, winding up and just hitting wind. It's a good pitch. Trust the bounce.
So Bakari on 98. Here is Jamie Hay. And looking to flick down the leg side, called the wide. And so that pushes the score up to 162. Bukhari has really batted well. 62 balls, 98, 2 sixes and 14 fours. And we talked about the Centurion Club, a very small elite squad of individuals. Suleiman, Hezbollah, Mark Dial, Rizwan Chima. Bukhari could be next. And look at that, looking for that 2 runs. And it's always a nervous time.
Yeah, looking to be too cute again. If the ball is there to hit. You're just turning it in the corner. It's in the offside. Play your offside shot. Forget about your individual score. You have got to make a score for your team to stay on the park. Give yourself a chance to be in the top 4. A win is a must. You win or you go home.
Yeah, we saw in the previous 4 games, the highest for Hussein Bukhari was 29. He's come a long way. And he's up to 98. Jimmy Hay. Oh, worked into the onside. This could be a couple of runs for Hussein Bukhari.
No, I'd say no.
And he'll stay for 1. He goes up to 99.
Of course, that was... you're flirting with danger. You played a good shot around the corner. There's feeler in the deep. You have to know where you're going to get your run. You've been there long enough. That was always 1.
So Mohammed Kamal comes into strike for the first time. Will face his first ball, 99 for Hussein Bukhari. He's poised to join that Centurion Club. He's by the door. He's knocking on the door.
Yes.
And let's see if the door opens.
Well,
ask and you shall guess. Seek and you shall find. Knock and it will open. This one into the onside. Gone over the head of the fielder from Mohammed Kamal. He opens his account with a massive 6.
That's what you do. You team first. Yeah, you're 99, but team first. You want to give your chance to stay on the park. You lose, you're going home. Remember, Rizwan Chima, century maker, is there. He's going to be there in the run chase. You have got to get him early. I guess we're going against the grain right now because the batting is what we should be thinking about. It's 169 for 5.
So Jamie Hay to Mohammed Kamal, up in the air, fielder comes around and it goes over the fielder's head, gone straight and gone for another 6.
That's right, he's playing the part. I like this inning. You know, forget about 99. You want to stay on the park, go wheel the willow. And I fault Bukhari trying to be too cute, thinking about 100 for himself. But think about the team. When you hit a 4, it goes to the team and it goes to you too. Forget about 100. You're going to get much more than 100. I'm telling you, there's plenty of time left. We're only in the 18th over.
So final ball from Jamie Hay to Kamal. And Kamal peels off the outside edge. Not in control, but it goes away for 4.
That's right. You got to go meat and drink for him. It was up outside the off stump and slashed away for 4. 179 it is for the loss of 5 wickets.
So the action continues. And with the news, 9-9 to Hussein Bukhari. And he's on the verge. Here we go. Bukhari into the offside. 100 runs for Hussein Bukhari. And he joins that special elite squad.
Yes, he raises the bat and the helmet off and being congratulated by his batting partner. That's the way to go. You're on the park. You are on an international playing arena, and you're being seen by millions around the world. Congratulations, youngster. Take a bow.
So we make a note on that. Sulaiman Arabzai, Hizbullah Durrani, Mark Dial, and Rizwan Chima. And the latest addition, the latest induction is Hussein Bakari. Well played. Always good to get a century, especially in T20 cricket. And we talked about, as in the case of Mark Dial, he did it in 15 overs last night. But still, welcome to that club. Oh, pulled away from Mohammed Kamal. He continues to carry the fight. And that's another massive 6 from him. He's up to 22 from just 4 balls.
I liked his style. You have to go and do it for your team. It wasn't about playing for the singles to get Bakari and strike to get 100 for him. It's for you to go and wheel the willow. He has played the part. And we have to say, on this big stage, we hope that the youngsters are watching, especially the West Indies team.
So 1 for 39 so far from Rishiv Joshi. He's gone for quite a few. And he's got 4 balls remaining. Mohammed Kamal has come out and he's played a cameo so far. 22 off just 4 balls. Now he's looking for more. Stefan Pink, not clean. And they go through for what could be a bye. And so they're putting on the pressure here as we come down to the latter stages. We've got 9 balls remaining. And it's 187 a chance for them to get to 200.
Yes, winning the toss, that's it. You have to put runs on the board. When you win the toss, you don't want to be bowled out. They've only lost 5 wickets in their doing. 2 via the run-out route. And Bakari would have seen those 2, and he's played the part and made up. That's a borderline no ball, but it's going to be a wide. Almost off the pitch. I think the batter is saying he's off the pitch. I should be given a free hit. Yes, he's showing where the ball pitch. Umpire Charlie, he's showing it's off the pitch. It's a miss, but we'll have a look. Yes.
So we've got 3 balls in this over left. And Bakari is hammered this one down the ground. Will get an easy single and brings the hard hitter Mohammed Kamal, who has gone quickly up with just 5 balls. He's up to 22, and that is because he's struck 3 sixes so far with 1 4. In fact, he's dealt in boundaries. 3 6 is 18, and 4 is 22. It's all boundaries for him.
Yeah, I'll go back to the call of wide. The batter has got to bat. His duty is not to umpire. So you have to go gung-ho. He played a proper shot. Very next ball, though.
Yeah, into the onside, running up towards the vacant area. Look at that. All boundaries for Mohammed Kamal.
And that's what I'm speaking about. You see, after he was queried about the no ball, he just played a proper cricketing shot. You have to come with some aggression. This is the penultimate over. He was more worried about getting a no ball free hit. But here is his batting partner who is telling him, we have to go clearance. Everything must go.
So 3 6s and 2 4s. Do the math. That's 18, and then 8. That's 26, and you get the score of Mohammed Kamal. All boundaries so far. All boundaries. 6 balls he has faced, and he has slammed 26. That's the first non-boundary ball for Mohammed Kamal. A little bit of minor triumph there for Rishiv Joshi. And so the 19 comes to a close. It's 194.
For 5.
If you want luxury but desire smart investments, then let Mac Group guide your property journey. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing in property, Mac Group has you covered. Worldwide, we offer a range of services tailored just for you. Looking for your next home, business, or want to investment? Our residential and commercial investment, we ensure you find the perfect profitable business or property. Our off-plan properties and expert market analysis promise lucrative opportunities. And for property owners, our management services handle everything so you don't have to. With Mac Group, you're not just getting a service, you're gaining a partner dedicated to your success. Trust, transparency, and a seamless experience from start to finish. Ready to begin your property journey? Visit us at www.macgroup.com and let's make your real estate dreams a reality.
So 194. Jamie Hay will bowl the final over. He will start by bowling to Mohamed Kamal, who has played a blinder so far. 3 sixes and 2 4. Only 1 singles for him. And so we come down to almost a 200 posted by the DC Eagles, winning the toss and electing to bat into the offside. That's a good looking shot. Finds the gap. Fielder does well to knock the ball back in play. And they come back for 2.
He's calling for it upstairs. 2 runs, just quickly. 2 runs and we're done.
So 4 runs is, in fact, now. So it remains at 2.
So good bit of fielding there on the boundary. He was in the air. He's knocked that ball back into play. Denied the hard-hitting Mohammed a boundary.
So Kamal on strike. Ball wide outside the off stump. Another addition to the score. So one of the biggest score here for the DC Eagles. And we get the feeling that if Eagles win here, they could squeeze into that number 4 spot that we are talking about. That is still a little bit vacant.
Yep, but they have to stay on the park to do that, and I think they've got to win, and the net run rate is going to come into play.
So into the offside, and brings Bukhari, the Centurion, on to strike. He's been out of strike for some time. He's batting on 101.
But for good reason, because for the last 9 deliveries, we have seen a 30. That's what we're calling a cameo. Much needed. 2 away from 200. This was the score last night, 198 from 15. Here they are, 198 from 19.2.
And you get the feeling with a win here from the DC Eagles, having posted 198, that may up their net run rate, and they'll go up to 4 points. They could go past the New York Yorkers. Oh, swung into the onside, running up towards square leg, gone away for 4. The 200 comes up.
Yes, and that has put Bakari into the 3rd spot on the individual scores in the Century Makers group. He goes on to 105.
Yeah, the latest to join that group, 105 now, 109 by Dorani and Arab Zai, and 121.
Yeah, so he has gone past Mark Dial on 101, gone past Rizwan Chima 100, and is well placed in the 3rd spot.
Needs 110 to go past Dorani. Oh, look at that, into the onside. Fielder comes in, settles, takes the catch. And the innings of Hussein Bukhari comes to an end. And he gone for a well-played 105.
Yes, I'll take that. He was out of character playing. He played some lovely strokes along the way, but it was called for gung-ho, and that he did, going for maximum. And he's going to be richly rewarded with a resounding applause by his teammates. I hope the camera will be on him and his teammates down there. They have got to be happy. 2 run-outs he would have seen come and go. 1 was ball watching, I have to say that. Should not have been happening. And there it is. All pats in the back. There it is. Good camera work right there. The skipper is well pleased with some H2O in his hand, saying, very good, you're giving us a chance to stay on the park. Remember, folks, a win here for them. Keep it interesting.
Samaz Karam comes in here. Good delivery from Jamie Hay. Jamie Hay has picked up what? He's picked up one so far. Should have picked up Said Raza from an easy chance that went into the hands of the captain. Rizwan Cheeman came out. And so final ball, 202 posted by the DC Eagles. And this could be a good T20 score, Ivor Henry, as Jamie Hay walks to the top of his mark. And we will begin bowling the final ball of this innings. Oh, he goes into the onside, flat along the ground, and he sends a very good throw. Not picked up here by Stephen Pink, and so that will complete things. 204. So 204 at the end of 20 for the DC Eagles. Big highlight of the innings, of course, has been 105 by Hussein Bukhari. And so when Chicago Catchers comes back, they'll be needing to score almost 10 runs and over. Quick run through of the scorecard. Hussein Bukhari on 105. And we also saw a good knock from Tamur Khan, who got 26. Mohammed Kamal, he was quite good towards the end. 9 ball, 30 for him. And of course, he comes out not out. The bowling, a couple of wickets for Mohib Siddiqui, was certainly the pick of the bowlers. But you look at the others, they're gone for quite a few. 2 for 22 from Mohib Siddiqui. Other than that, not too much to talk about. So we'll take a break and resume when cricket does so at the Central Broward Stadium with the news. 203 will be the target for the Chicago Catchers. 205, sorry, will be the target for the Chicago Catchers. See you soon.
Mac Group International Investment Platform. Today, I'm excited to talk to you about something that can truly transform your investment game, real estate, and specifically, how Mac Group is making it easier than ever before. Now, investing in real estate can be intimidating. There are so many questions: where to buy, when to sell, how to manage properties. It can be overwhelming, but that's where Mac Group comes in. Imagine having a team of experts dedicated to your unique aspirations. At Mac Group, that's exactly what you get. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, rent, or invest in $1 million business or small, we've got you covered. So let's break it down. First up, buying. Finding that perfect property can be like finding a needle in a haystack. But with Mac Group, you have access to exclusive listings and insider knowledge that takes the guesswork out of the equation. Our team will find the perfect property that aligns with your investment goals, be it a luxury home or a commercial estate. Next, selling. Selling a property can be just as tricky. Pricing it right, marketing it effectively, and finding the right buyer, it's a lot. Mac Group uses cutting-edge technology and market strategies to ensure your property not only sells quickly, but also fetches the best price. We handle everything from staging to negotiations, making the entire process stress-free for you. And finally, property management. Managing a property, especially multiple ones, can be a headache. But with Mac Group's comprehensive management services, you can sit back and relax. Our team handles everything, from maintenance and tenant relations to financial reporting and compliance. It's like having a personal assistant for your property. So why choose Mac Group? Because we're not just about transactions, we're about relationships. Our personalized services are tailored to meet your unique needs and aspirations. We're committed to turning your real estate vision into a reality. Don't just take my word for it, experience the Mac Group difference yourself. Ready to make your next big investment move? Reach out to us today and let's make your real estate dreams come true. And hey, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and share. It helps us out a lot and lets others discover how Mac Group can simplify their real estate journey too. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy investing. Visit us on www.macgroup.com. If you want luxury but desire smart investments, then let Mac Group guide your property journey. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing in property, Mac Group has you covered. Worldwide, we offer a range of services tailored just for you. Looking for your next home, business, or want to investment? Our residential and commercial investment, we ensure you find the perfect profitable business or property. Our off-plan properties and expert market analysis promise lucrative opportunities. And for property owners, our management services handle everything, so you don't have to. With Mac Group, you're not just getting a service, you're gaining a partner dedicated to your success. Trust, transparency, and a seamless experience from start to finish. Ready to begin your property journey? Visit us at www.macgroup.com and let's make your real estate dreams a reality.
Can we do it?
Mac Group International Investment Platform. Today, I'm excited to talk to you about something that can truly transform your investment game, real estate, and specifically, how Mac Group is making it easier than ever before. Now, investing in real estate can be intimidating. There are so many questions: where to buy, when to sell, how to manage properties. It can be overwhelming, but that's where Mac Group comes in. Imagine having a team of experts dedicated to your unique aspirations. At Mac Group, that's exactly what you get. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, rent, or invest in $1 million business or small, we've got you covered. So let's break it down. First up, buying. Finding that perfect property can be like finding a needle in a haystack. But with Mac Group, you have access to exclusive listings and insider knowledge that takes the guesswork out of the equation. Our team will find the perfect property that aligns with your investment goals, be it a luxury home or a commercial estate. Next, selling. Selling a property can be just as tricky. Pricing it right, marketing it effectively, and finding the right buyer, it's a lot. Mac Group uses cutting-edge technology and market strategies to ensure your property not only sells quickly, but also fetches the best price. We handle everything from staging to negotiations, making the entire process stress-free for you. And finally, property management. Managing a property, especially multiple ones, can be a headache. But with Mac Group's comprehensive management services, you can sit back and relax. Our team handles everything, from maintenance and tenant relations to financial reporting and compliance. It's like having a personal assistant for your property. So why choose Mac Group? Because we're not just about transactions, we're about relationships. Our personalized services are tailored to meet your unique needs and aspirations. We're committed to turning your real estate vision into a reality. Don't just take my word for it, experience the Mac Group difference yourself. Ready to make your next big investment move? Reach out to us today and let's make your real estate dreams come true. And hey, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and share. It helps us out a lot and lets others discover how Mac Group can simplify their real estate journey too. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy investing. Visit us on www.macgroup.com. If you want luxury but desire smart investments, then let Mac Group guide your property journey. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing in property, Mac Group has you covered. Worldwide, we offer a range of services tailored just for you. Looking for your next home, business, or want to investment? Our residential and commercial investment, we ensure you find the perfect profitable business or property. Our off-plan properties and expert market analysis promise lucrative opportunities. And for property owners, our management services handle everything, so you don't have to. With Mac Group, you're not just getting a service, you're gaining a partner dedicated to your success. Trust, transparency, and a seamless experience from start to finish. Ready to begin your property journey? Visit us at www.macgroup.com and let's make your real estate dreams a reality.
Can we do it?
Mac Group International Investment Platform. Today, I'm excited to talk to you about something that can truly transform your investment game, real estate, and specifically, how Mac Group is making it easier than ever before. Now, investing in real estate can be intimidating. There are so many questions: where to buy, when to sell, how to manage properties. It can be overwhelming, but that's where Mac Group comes in. Imagine having a team of experts dedicated to your unique aspirations. At Mac Group, that's exactly what you get. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, rent, or invest in $1 million business or small, we've got you covered. So let's break it down. First up, buying. Finding that perfect property can be like finding a needle in a haystack. But with Mac Group, you have access to exclusive listings and insider knowledge that takes the guesswork out of the equation. Our team will find the perfect property that aligns with your investment goals, be it a luxury home or a commercial estate. Next, selling. Selling a property can be just as tricky. Pricing it right, marketing it effectively, and finding the right buyer, it's a lot. Mac Group uses cutting-edge technology and market strategies to ensure your property not only sells quickly, but also fetches the best price. We handle everything from staging to negotiations, making the entire process stress-free for you. And finally, property management. Managing a property, especially multiple ones, can be a headache. But with Mac Group's comprehensive management services, you can sit back and relax. Our team handles everything, from maintenance and tenant relations to financial reporting and compliance. It's like having a personal assistant for your property. So why choose Mac Group? Because we're not just about transactions, we're about relationships. Our personalized services are tailored to meet your unique needs and aspirations. We're committed to turning your real estate vision into a reality. Don't just take my word for it, experience the Mac Group difference yourself. Ready to make your next big investment move? Reach out to us today and let's make your real estate dreams come true. And hey, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and share. It helps us out a lot and lets others discover how Mac Group can simplify their real estate journey too. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy investing. Visit us on www.macgroup.com. If you want luxury but desire smart investments, then let Mac Group guide your property journey. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing in property, Mac Group has you covered. Worldwide, we offer a range of services tailored just for you. Looking for your next home, business, or want to investment? Our residential and commercial investment, we ensure you find the perfect profitable business or property. Our off-plan properties and expert market analysis promise lucrative opportunities. And for property owners, our management services handle everything so you don't have to. With Mac Group, you're not just getting a service, you're gaining a partner dedicated to your success. Trust, transparency, and a seamless experience from start to finish. Ready to begin your property journey? Visit us at www.macgroup.com and let's make your real estate dreams a reality.
Can we do it?
So welcome back. A big chase on hand here for the Chicago Catchers. And Ivor Henry, you've been here in 2024. Was Chicago Catchers the champions last year?
Yes, they are the defending champions, of course.
So Rizwan Chima, the man on strike. Here is Mohamed Asif. First ball, they need 205. Ball into the onside. Can't score, so good start here from Mohamed Asif. Welcome back.
Yes, well, a little mini break there. We had to catch our breath because 200 runs, especially 30 from 9, was breathtaking. So the one chase is 205. That's the asking target, and the skipper is taking matters into his own hands.
Oh, it could be a no ball here. Wide is the call. Might have been surprising, but yeah, good take from the wicketkeeper. Look at the wicketkeeper, but look at the ball.
So they're off and running, and as usual, we've seen it so often. We've seen it where they open the account with a wide. Another one.
Esatula Keel is the wicketkeeper. And he made a valiant effort to prevent the ball from going to 5 wides in the end. In fact, no ball. So there we go, no ball now.
Oh, they changed it.
And so free hit ball to Rizwan Chima. And Chima slashes this one into the offside. Catching it won't make any difference, but it's good to hold on to. And look at that, he comes back for a couple of runs. A centurion already in the series, Rizwan Chima.
Yes, they're there about positioning is what we're thinking about here. We know that the LA Lions have taken the #1 spot. People are trying to avoid coming against them tomorrow in the #4 spot.
Cut away from Rizwan Chima, too easy. And that has gone away for a first over boundary.
Yeah, poor delivery. Outside the off stump, back of the length. Giving him a chance to extend his arms, and he's just splitting the backward point and the cover fielder, and another man moved.
Yeah, I was talking to Rizwan Chima. You remember I was telling you a story the first day I came here. Wanted to just double check though. There was a final probably in 2016 or maybe 2015. And I can't recall what team Rizwan Chima was playing on at that time. And it was a final right here, of course. All the finals have been here.
But I hope the camera goes on him over here. I think the fielder almost banged into his knee or his foot, and he was down with the count. Now he gets up, hobbling around. It was a beautifully timed cut shot, but straight to point. The ball eluded his hands and went into his leg. It's rubbing, and he's trying to walk it off. He's off camera actually, but he's flexing that knee.
So Stefan Pink comes on to strike for the first time. Fans at one outside the off stump, and the ball goes through to Esatula Keel. And we'll continue the Rizwan story after the next over. Asif has gone for 8. In his first over, we've seen a free hit, we've seen a no ball. And Chicago Catchers asked to score almost 10 runs and over, just over. And ball outside the off stump. So that will, in fact, will not complete the first over, not a wide.
I think he's saying that Rizwan came across and he took the line with him, and he should not have been called a wide. He was outside and he was missing. See, he came across. I think that's what the queries from the skipper, Mohamed Asif. But the umpire's call, he said, I reckon the batter didn't have a fair chance of playing.
Cut into the offside. That will complete over number 1. So 1 gone. It's 9 for no loss. So welcome back. 9 off the first over. Rizwan Chima on strike. And Mas Karam has been given the ball, so he comes in here. 196 to win. More. And I was telling you the story of Rizwan Chima. Might have been 2016 from the other end. He's backing us now, but look at that. Plundered into the onside and gone over square leg, gone for 6.
That's a big hit, a big man hit. One of the Centurions in this year's tournament, Rizwan, and he's the skipper of the Eagles, and he's going to try to overhaul this 205. His first 2 innings here on the park, he was undone by a Powell, one that was rising in, caught it slip. That's his second at bat. But his 3rd inning came up trumps with 100.
Yeah, we saw. Yeah, this could go away for another 4. Fielder comes around, does well. A couple of runs here for Rizwan Chima, so he is going to take on the bowlers.
That's how he bats. So he's playing his aggressive style. 2 men outside of the circle. 3rd man and deep backward square leg. I like 3rd man. I think that's a run-saving position. Specialist fields there as well. One score specialist used to be slips and forward short leg and gully. 2020, long off, long on.
Oh, look at that. Pulled away from Rizwan Chima. And easy as you like. And that's what he does. And he does this for fun. Another 6 off the bat of Rizwan Chima.
Yeah, easy peasy. Touchdown just about back of a length outside the off stump. Vacant mid-wicket area, and it's gone all the way. So Rizwan is on the charge.
And I think I've got to tell you the story quite quick. So it was a final in 2016, and Rizwan Chima, of course, he opened batting, and the first 5 balls of the innings slammed all for 6. 5 sixes in a row in a final. Look at that. More 6s here from Rizwan Chima. You can count them, you can tally them up. It's a massive list. Gone for 6.
He has gone for what? 4 or 3 already in this inning. Because he has raced up to 27. So the bowling now, he has got to go pace off. 3 6s so far for him.
So 3 6s for Rizwan Chima.
He struck 10 on his way to his 100. So let's see if he's going to better the 10. If he stays there, I can guarantee you he's better than 10.
So 20 of this over so far with 2 balls remaining. Mas Karam under pressure. And we'll come into bowl to Rizwan Chima. 6 hitting machine. And you got to take those balls any day, whether it came off the pad or the bat. Much relief to the bowler. Leg by is the call.
Well, he got away with 1. He was full into the legs. And Rizwan, for some reason, he likes when they hit the pitcher, yes, because that was full. And that should have been carted over the newly erected stand in the western end of this ground.
So Stefan Pink comes into strike. And he gets a good delivery, big appeal. Mas Karam is convinced. And not out, says the umpire. So the second over comes to a close, 31 without loss. 31 for no loss. And number 38 takes the ball, and so he will come into bowl to Stefan Pink. Rizwan Chima has gone up quickly up to 37, in fact 27. And so Samiola Jawad given the ball here.
So like the last match, the skipper would have bowled 1 over in and out. So he has made it a habit now. In his first match, he would have bowled all 4 on the trot.
Yeah, we're talking about if the DC Eagles wins here, they'll go up to 4 points. New Yorkers, they are on 4, but New York has another game at 2 o'clock. Play and a miss, but you get the feeling that a win for the Eagles here will put pressure on Smashers more than anything else.
Well, I've already made my mind that Chicago is going to play the New Yorkers in the semifinals, and until that changes, I'm sticking to that.
It looks like Lions could take on DC Eagles. It's pointing in that direction, and once Chicago Catcher stays at number 2 and New York stays at number 3, you get the feeling we could be seeing an earlier contest that we saw 2 nights ago in the park that ended in favor of the Chicago Catchers. Bearing in mind that the Catchers today have rested Ali Khan and Saad bin Zafar, so 2 of their top players have been rested today.
Yeah, they know they're going to be number 2 or number 3. Doesn't matter. They're not going to be in the 4th position, so they can afford to do that. But you want to continue winning ways. But it'll be interesting.
Yeah, the fact is, if New York wins later on today, and DC wins this game, then New York will catch up with DC with 6 points, and then it goes to that net run rate. So we'll have to wait and see.
But it matters not. 2 is going to play 3. So, like, it's just at the coin toss.
Yeah, it's just a matter of rankings. But it looks like the fixture is all set. 2 will play 3. And from all what we're looking at, it's Catchers and New York into that fixture.
Yes.
So Samiola Jawad has bowled 3-dot ball so far to Stefan Pink. There's still a long way to go, asking almost 10 runs and over. And flashing outside the off-stump, 4-dot balls.
In a row, that's it. Umpire Angkor is on call. I think these are the 3 umpires you'll see today, tomorrow, and on Saturday. So umpire Delroy Festus Lynn has putting his chores and now is off and looking at the Mac TV. So let's say good morning to you, Mr. Delroy Festus Lynn.
So ball pulled into the onside. Long chase there for Kamal. Will not win that. And that's gone away for 4. Fourth scoring shot for Stefan Pink.
So his first 4 deliveries dots, and this time he was back pitching, and the batter Pink got on the back foot just to the left of the skipper in the short mid-wicket area. Mid-on had not a chance. He split both of them. He strikes his first boundary of the inning. 205 is the target score.
So Jawad, he's asking, might have been going down leg. So the 3rd over comes to a close. It's 36 without loss.
going to have a bowling change from the far end. Side Rafa is coming into the attack, trying to stop the bleeding. Going over 10 and over, 36 already. The Bob Marley's dying age. Outside the off stump, he's playing this one in the air, just out of the outstretched hand of the extra cover. About 15 meters in, but beautifully fielded there by the mid-off fielder. Tall, lanky lad. That's good work, good teamwork. This brings hard-hitting Ridgewan Chima on 27 on strike. 37, so spin taking pace off. He's one up the pace so far. He's going in the air and just again over the head of the extra cover fielder. This time he was pushed back, but not far enough. If he was on the 30-yard circle, he would have been in business. Don't know why would he try to keep Chima on strike. This is not good tactics. He's coming in for the single. Stay back on the 30-yard circle and get him off strike. But this time it's Pink now. Down the leg side, he's making room to swing it in the onside. The umpire reckons that it would have come through just outside the leg stump, and he's saying it's not going to be called a wide.
Yeah, we were talking about those.
He now calls the wide, I beg your pardon. So a delayed wide by umpire Javid Charlie. He's been at it since Friday. It's been a long tournament for him as well. Come between the umpire and the stump bowls, and Pink is edging this one. A calculated edge goes for 4.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how they come. They're looking to get 10 runs and over. And we've seen a quick start from Rizwan Chima. But Stefan Pink has come out here. He's batting in the power play, so he'll have to get going too. Already a 50 in this series for Stefan Pink, so he can bat.
Yes, well, he goes on to 10 with that calculated edge. No slips. I like my slips, especially early. Must find a place for slip in your first 6 overs. And this time he's going big into the onside. He's tugging it between deep square leg and the wide long on, and he gets a boundary. He can bat. Like you said, he's registered a 50 already in this year's tournament. Score goes up to 47 for no loss. We're into over number 4, Lenny.
Yeah, he got a 50 against the New York team. And we talked about how good Rizwan Chima has been. Part of the Centurion club. So 2 top batters for them out in the middle. And they're still looking to get 9 and 10 and over.
He faces again now outside the off stump. He's going in the air and straight into the hands of mid-off. And see the pump from the bowler. He said, I got my man. Side Rafa said, I got my man. So he goes, commentator's curse is gone for 14. Wicket number 1 goes 47 for 1.
Yeah, good catch, good low catch. And side Rafai Safdar, he's been quite steady for this team. And it looks like Mas Karam. And he's all pumped up, quite delighted that he's picking up, that he's taking the wicket of Stefan Pink, 47 for 1.
Yeah, that's a big fish. Yeah, although Rizwan Chima is there, he was really elated to get the wicket of the half centurion in this tournament, Stefan Pink. And you were saying earlier we have names like Brown, Green, White, and now we're having Pink on the big stage. Those are the last names I would have just called, so they were not colors, just for your information.
And from time to time, Ivor Henry, we've seen names with directions. We've seen north.
Of course.
We've seen west. We've seen east.
Yes. Nobody's going down south.
Yeah, I know. And also from time to time we would see names with occupation. Butcher. Plumber.
Yes, and we've seen even the hierarchies. We've seen knights. And we've seen kings. We've seen the king. And we've seen the knights. Well, play continues. The new batter is going to be Nazir. Keeping company here now with the hard-hitting Chima. Comes, ooh, and his oohs and the R goes up. Bowler on top of things with his hand and head. As over number 4 comes to an end, it's 47 for 1. Well, we're back and enjoy those ads as come on in and really support the sponsors of this tournament. So play continues. The wind is picking up. Lenny, what does the weather forecasters, what do they have for us? Rain or no rain, he comes in bold outside the off stump, is playing straight to extra cover and can't score. Richmond plays Stone with such ease that sometimes you wonder if he's actually playing cricket.
Yeah, he's really a good hitter of the ball. We all know that. I talked about one final 5 sixes to start proceedings. 5 sixes in a final.
Well, they started here with 3 already in this innings. This one is full on the bat and going to go a couple bounces across the boundary board. That's meat and drink for him. But away 4. So at least they're not going for sixes, but he's still going for boundaries.
Yeah, of all the batters that I've seen at the US Open, there's none who is looking to score every ball to go for a 4 or 6. Rizwan Chima, that's the way he bats. And that's the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, Canada, and he's made his big name on this stage internationally for Canada. So the 50 comes up, 51 it is, 4-1. They were trying to make a change in the cheating between sweeper cover and long off. So you don't set field for bad bowling. That was a bad ball. It was a full toss. You're lucky to get away with it for 4. So the skipper is placed himself for the straight mid-on up in the circle. So where's the other boundary rider? Down square, but which one normally hits straight down the leg side. He's asking a question, but he's not going to get that no time of the day. Not on a Thursday for sure.
So when you look at the 2024 final, Ivor Henry, weren't these 2 teams the finalists?
Yes, last year. So the finalists last year on the show here right now. And DC, they're trying to seek some revenge from losing that final last year. It was a close one. Goes in now in the bowls, and this time he's short and he's getting back on the back foot and pulling down to deep backward square leg. So 2 boundaries so far in this over, and that was a good looking shot. Why are you looking to bounce Shima? You have to take pace off. Here it is looking to bounce him from outside off, but it was coming into the batsman. To pick this spot, there's no one there. The 2 boundary riders are in the offside. He expected him to play a cut shot. Which one is too good?
Yeah, every ball Rizwan Chima faces, he's looking for a boundary. He's looking for a boundary. And I tell you what, we've seen 3 4s already. He is not satisfied with these 4s. He is not satisfied, although 4 is still a very good card to play. He wants those maximum.
Yes, where the Grace is up to 36 from only 15 delivers. And we always say 36 is Bob Marley's age when he passed away. So they're pulling in the 3rd man now, and they're putting the mid on, has pushed back now to long on. Well, he's bounding in now, bowling into the pads and keeping Rizwan quiet. And when you can keep him quiet for a single, that's a reprieve for you.
Yeah, it's not easy to control and restrict Rizwan Chima as Nazir Khan comes in to strike. He's only faced one ball yet to get off the mark. Final ball coming up, but they're off to a 50 in quick time. And the asking rate we talked about getting just over 10. Let's say 10 will take you to 200. We'll figure out how we'll get the other 5. And those we'll probably take with extras. But other than that, Ivor Henry, they're going better than the asking rate. They're going at 11.5 runs and over.
Yeah, well, 149 is needed from 91. As look at this last legal delivery. But here trying to get off the mark and down the leg side, wrapped in the pad, still not getting off the mark. Question being asked. The answer is no. As we come to the end of that over, it's 56 for 1. Looking at the worm here, and there's neck and neck, even Steven at this time. And we were saying 36. It's reminding us of the legendary Bob Marley's age. He died May 1st, 1981. At the tender age of 36. 56 for 1. So Wiswan has gone on to 37. Nazir is yet to score. So we need pace off. Spin is in the attack, and Wisman is going big, but getting the inner portion of the bat as it rolls out to the man in the mid-wicket region. Those are the 2 boundary riders, mid-wicket and long on.
Yeah, they'll have a lot more, or they have more at the disposal after the next 5 balls. Nazir Khan comes on to strike.
Yet to get off the mark. Just took some 2 deliveries so far. And he's getting off the mark with this one as he's tugged it into the onside. Long on comes in and fields and bring the hard-hitting, aggressive Rizwan Chima, the skipper of the Chicago Catchers.
Yeah, during the course, folks, during the course of the DC Eagles innings, we saw 100 from Hussein Bukhari. And he joins 4 others in very elite company.
So side five comes in between the umpire and the sticks, and he's making room and slashing over the infield. You've seen a couple of those. They're wanting 2. Why is he sent back there by Nazir? It's 58 for the loss of 1. 59, I beg your pardon. 59 for 1. So they're planting poles, and when Rizwan is that the crease, and you can be planting poles. Bowlers are really doing well. Semi coming after him, going into the long on position, just going to be for the 1. Again, more poles. 4 up, 4 singles.
Yeah, they're on top with what is required, over 10. In fact, they're going better than just over 10, 10 and a half. And of course, you've got Rizwan Chima.
Well, this over been kept quiet so far, no boundaries, 4 singles, and going after him again just for another single. So 5 balls and 5 singles. That's one going out to the deep mid-wicket. Again, the bowler is keeping things in check. An unusual over. We're into the 6s, 61 it is. That's the last legal delivery left in this over number 6, which will end the power play. Would we see a boundary? Ball between the umpire and the stick balls, and this time he's going after him. In the air, still in the air. Gonna go 1 bounce 4. And they're looking for confirmation. Yes, 1 bounce 4. We can see it from here. So a boundary in that over. 65 it is now for the loss of 1 wicket at the end of that power play. So this is the 14th match of this tournament, day number 6, and we're going to welcome Faisal Iqbal into the box. Good morning, sir.
Morning, Iva, and morning to all our viewers on Mac TV. Amazing game going on right now. Two strong contenders.
Yes, well, the DC Eagle is trying to stay in the rankings. This one outside the off stump and French cut here. This one is chopped, going past the big glove and down to the boundary for 4. The French cut.
Yeah, he was trying to play between the two fielders in the ring on the offside. You got third man in the ring and point. So he wanted to use the pace of the bowler to play between the two fielders, ending up in Chinese cut.
Yes, well, it's 69 for 1. We're heading up into the semi-finals, so positioning is very, very important at this time, at this stage. A win here for the DC Eagle gonna make things interesting. You're gonna make 2 points, and it's gonna add to the tally. And this time he's making room for himself and chopping it to point for the single. So Wiswan got cramped for room there. He was trying to make some room to hit into the offside. We roll into the 70. 70 this. So Nasir is on 6. He just walked into the park. So Nasir can, if anybody can, Nasir can.
Yeah. Looks a good player.
Yes, well, he's on 6. They're looking for the win. I can say they have a nose in the playoff. They're going to be in the semifinals. Positioning is what they're after, whether it's going to be number 2 or number 3. Well, New York comes in. This one is flicking in the air. Man comes in and takes the catch. There he goes. Wicket number 2 goes.
Yes, he was looking towards on the leg side against the wind. Did not have enough elevation, and this force behind the shot ended up straight catch to the deep mid-wicket fielder's hand.
Yes, so the DC Eagles are trying to stay on the park, trying to stay relative. A win here for them would be very, very interesting. And they're going to put pressure on New York to win their team, because net run rate is definitely going to come into play. So walking back, a dejected man, that is Nazir Khan. We just said if anybody can, Nazir can. Well, he has to take that long walk to the dugout.
Yeah, Nasir has a good reputation of playing strokes, a good batter, but unfortunately, his wicket.
Well, sure we'll see him again. His playing days are not over here. The one who is going to be bothered with a loss is going to be the DC Eagle. They lose, they're on their way home.
Yeah, this is a strong message for both the teams. There's no easy games coming up now.
Nope, we started with 6 teams. We still have the 6 teams on hand. The only one who would have gone is your team.
Yes, unfortunately, yesterday we had 2 back-to-back games. The first game was an amazing win in the morning. And then the second game, when it got rained, disrupted 15 overs each. And unfortunately, we lost the game. But overall, it was an amazing experience for the Vegas High Rollers teams. All the players mostly coming from Vegas and having an amazing experience of playing in this beautiful Broward County Cricket Stadium.
Well, they got a chance to play all their matches on the turf wicket. We know in America here, a lot of times it's AstroTurf. That's the playing strip most of the time. So here we are on an approved ICC venue, using all of the amenities afforded, stands, using the technology as well. So we have to give it to the production crew for really, you know, keeping us in tune. We have replays and we're having run-outs and all the good stuff in stumping. Those are in the playing conditions they have been asked for to assist.
Yes, amazing experience for our players. I'm sure the amount of experience they got from this tournament will bring them much better and improved player in the next US Open. And we must give special credit to Mac Qureshi from my personal perspective as a captain, giving me that opportunity this year to lead the new Vegas team. Last year I was captaining the LA Lions, and this year was an amazing experience. Again, a big thank you to Mac Qureshi for providing the platform to all the Vegas high-loaders players, including myself.
All right, so in the meantime, the last run came from the batters, was guided down to the third man area for single. 71-42, and I'll get back to your captaincy and of the LA Lions. I'm going to ask you a question because the LA Lions have won all 5 matches and have worked their way to the #1 spot to be into the semi-finals. And you said when you were the captain of them last year, you didn't make it to the big stage. How far did you get last year?
No, we lost in the semi-final.
Lost in the semi-finals, so you got to the semi-finals. So this year they're going to try to do one better. So let's see if they're going to make it a bad habit of losing in the semi-finals.
Well, yes, that's $1 million question, and that would obviously be all the teams looking forward to.
Well, this one is banged into the offside square, driven here by Wisman, and yet another boundary. So the boundary hitting, the 6 hitting has dried up. He has hit some 3 6s, but he's been scoring heavily in terms of boundaries. We'll have a look, and then we'll have a break.
Yeah, I saw the ball on the offside, got a bit of width on it. Played between the 2 fielders for 4 runs. And Bukhari from the far end.
So play continues here, and from the far end we're going to have more spin as the breeze blows from east to west. Bowling these off spinners on the back foot, putting and missing. Wicketkeeper takes it over the sticks.
Yes, he bowls really well, leggies. Bowled a bit of googly as well in between.
Okay, so Suarez is on strike. His partner, his skipper Wisman, he's going down and edging, and yes, no, yes, no. We've seen so many run-outs in this tournament. By my reckoning, far and away the most run-outs in the US Open tournaments.
Yes, there has been a lot of run-outs, and I think you must give credit to the technology as well, which has helped everybody out.
So Irfan, this time he's on the back foot. He isn't one. He has been sucking up a few deliveries, so we have to say you have to respect the good ones. But the hard hit in Wiz one is done 49, one away from a 50. One of the Centurions has an even 100 in this tournament. This time he's out sweeping, and he's gone for 4.
No,
No,
it's
no,
a
he
dot
missed.
ball.
It's a dot. I saw the umpire putting up his hand, so I'm saying, well, what did I see? But I guess he was talking with his square leg partner. It's a dot.
It's a dot ball.
Oh.
He went for a big hoik.
Yes.
Watching the ball, actually.
I looked at the umpire, I didn't see it. I'm like, did he signal 4? Well, this time he's
Again.
going in the air, and he's going to go over the boundary ropes, and has gone for maximum. He's been trying.
Out of the park. 6 runs. He's been trying it from a while. He was missing a couple of balls. This time he got right into his screws. See the ball, Bukhari flighted. He saw the flight, his eyes got lit up. And went for a big 6.
Yes, to call that C ball, hit ball. We rolled into the 80s. Now it's 81. It is for 2. And it's a nice, cool morning here on a Thursday. We're into day number 6 of this tournament. It's an 8-day tournament. So tomorrow is the semis. So both teams are having their last preliminary match here today. And again, positioning is for the Eagles. And to stay on the park and to stay relevant is the Eagles.
Yes, very important day, crucial day for all the teams in their games.
Yes, so 2 important matches today, just 2 matches today. So we've been having all of 3 matches for the last few days. He's using his feet and driving straight to the man out there in the long off position, and he just actually walked that single as we come to the end of over number 8.
Chicago catches 82 for 2 after 8 overs. 10.25 run rate and required is 10.25, so they're right on the line to chase this mammoth target of 205.
Well, once Rizwan team is there, trust me, there's all hopes of getting that. And he has got to stay, he's got to stay. This one is opening the blade and playing it to backward point.
Yes, a huge responsibility on the captain Chima.
So Mohammad is the bowler. He's into his second over. He's given up some 10 runs from his first over. So he's there or thereabout. Their asking rate is just over 10. So they're going to like the Eagles, the Chargers going to like the look of him because he's given him a chance to stay on that required run rate of 10. This time he's cheeky. He's playing this one over the fine leg that is up in the circle, and he gets a boundary.
4 runs.
Yep, it doesn't matter how they come once you're playing 2020 cricket. Every shot from a 2020 perspective is a good one. You're on the edging, you're dill scooping, you're reversing, you're whatever it is. 2020 is about runs and wicket. But
Yes.
we have seen some good fielding and throwing to the sticks in this tournament.
Yes, good. Shot from Chavez. Improvisation.
Yes, 86 for 2. Mohammad runs now outside the off stump, playing it down to the cover sweeper. It was aerial, but there's no cover fieldsman. There's an extra cover fielder, and there's a point fielder and a third man. So it was deliberately done. Now the hard-hitting Chima, 1 away from 50. He's not looking for 50. He's looking for boundaries. He's looking to get to 205. So 50 is small potatoes for him at this point. He's thinking over 10 and over. So Muhammad holding over the wicket, left arm. Rizwan is poking at one outside the off stump. And unlike Rizwan's shot, he's normally aggressive, looks to play every ball for boundaries. But it was a good delivery, touching down about off stump and still going further away. Pace off.
Yes, a huge responsibility now on the captain. He knows how important it is for him to stay on the wicket. And he likes to play this format really well. He loves playing shots in the power plays and then carrying on from there.
Yes, in his 100, he would have hit 10 sixes along the way. But he faces now. Oh, this one is rising on him. Handled it well. And for the first time, we've seen a bowler who have put Rizwan in defense. And that's his 50.
Yes, a great knock from the captain in 25 balls.
Yes, telling you, he's the man in form, the man to look at. He wants to be on the big stage on Saturday. In order to do that, he has got to win his semi-finals. He has a foot in on the semi-finals, but he's got to win it to get on the big stage to defend his title. This one is walked off the legs into the onside for relaxing, walking a stroll in the park one. Again, we want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are. You're listening to live commentary in this 17th edition of the US Open.
Can we do it?
So welcome back, and after those ads there, we're gonna ask you to support. First delivery from the spinner is in the air, but away from the point fielder. It's running very, very close to the boundary. They were thinking two, and in the end, they made up their mind that they're going to run the two. Rizwan had already settled for the single.
Yes, there was good running between the wicket. Fumble from the fielder. And the batters did miss the opportunity to take the second run.
But we're into the 90s now, 91 it is. And Shawaz Irfan turn this one off the pads, and it's going to be a walking single.
Well,
These guys go boundary hunting, so they can afford to run the one. Normally, they'll try to hustle two with a man coming in from the deep.
yes, I'm surprised they're not running hard to put the pressure on the fielder. Chavez, I've always noticed him. He's not a good runner between the wickets. He doesn't take his first run fast. Big quick on the leg side.
Oh, that was a
6
valiant
runs.
effort, 6 runs, but it was a good effort. Got his hand in it, jumped, tried to knock it in. Why hustle for 2 when you can hit 6s?
Absolutely. Rizwan, he saw the ball in his slot. Didn't time it that well, but ended up going with the wind.
So we call it gone with the wind. 98 it is, 2 away from the 100, and after that they'll be counting down, and again Rizwan in defense. Unusual. Second time he's playing, dabbing it offside. The ball just died there on the fielder, but no chance of a run.
Oh,
Just wondering what happened here. The ball was played at outside the off stump, getting an edge over the keeper's head.
for a moment I thought that was he nicked it.
Yes, he nicked it, and the keeper did not hold on. He bubbled it over his head. He was looking for a rebound, but it was away from him. So who is one given a life there?
Chavez.
Pulling at this one down the leg side, taken there by the wicket keeper. That over comes to an end. We're having a look.
That was a good ball by Astanis. He knew that he's going to go on the leg side. Luckily, there was no top edge. 99 for 2 after 10 overs.
Yes, so at the halfway stage, 99 for 2. And they're trying to get to 205 for the win. And the win will just putting them in a position of number 2 or number 3. And I think a win for them would certainly have them in the number 2 spot. Number 1 had already been taken by your former team, LA Lions. And from day one, I said they were the team to beat. They looked the part, made it to the semi-finals last year. But they would have taken down the defending champions, the Chicago Catchers.
The DC Eagles have got. You can see how.
Yeah, the worm, you can see the purple. Our eyes are going to be on the purple. If you're not colorblind, the purple is what is chasing the runs, and they are above where they should be at this time as far as the DC Eagles are concerned. They've got to get some good overs in because they're keeping pace with over 10 and over.
Yes, it's boundaries and sixes are raining all around.
Yes, well. This one is being pulled. And it's going to go for 400. Comes up. 103 it is.
Yes, Chima wanted to pull it. Didn't have enough on it. Top edged. Above the head of short fine leg. Luckily didn't went into his hands. Saw the ball. Bit short. Went with the shot. Cramping him up. Going towards the leg side for 4 runs.
Yeah, top edging in this one. So Wisborne is on 61. One of the Centurions in this year's tournament. And this time he's playing a defensive shot again. They're throwing, looking for the run out. So
Yes,
Wisborne is asking for change of bat. So he has got some 62 with this bat, and he's asking for change of bat. These days, these batters have like 4 or 5 bats. In my playing days, sometimes we had 1 bat. You bat with it, and when the non-striker gets up to your end, you have to throw the bat up to him to bat. That was way back in the 60s.
Yes, those were the days. Now these professional players get 5 to 10 bats.
Yeah, sponsored bat, showcasing their wares on the park with their stickers. So here's 2 bats coming out for Wisborne to pick one.
Yes, a huge responsibility on the captain now. He's playing really well. Chasing this huge target of 205. Still got halfway of the game left. Cruising.
Yeah, they're in cruise control at this time. So they're going to need a few decent overs from the DC Eagles. Their skipper is off the park at this time. Bowled 1 over and left. This time he's stroking it nicely in the offside. Long off. Comes in just for the 1. So Wisborne has been kept quiet. He's waiting for a change of bat. Sure, at the end of this over, we'll see that. So Shawaz Irfan came in when the last wicket would have fell on the score on 70. You have watched the century being realized. 160 days for 2. And I'm sure he wants to be there until the end. This time he's pulling into the onside. Deep backward square leg is there. Like I said, things have slowed down some because after the power play, you can have no more than 5 fielders outside of the circle. And the show will tell you where they're placed.
Yes, he's got all the boundary riders on the leg side for both the right-handers, angling away from his arm, left-hander, left-arm bowler.
Goes in bowls now outside the off stump, and he's going hard at this one, not timing, just for the single. So I think the end of a good over in the end. We start with a boundary and then all singles after that. As we come to the end of over number 11, it's 108 for the loss of 2 wickets. So after change of bat and a change, a little refresher there for the fielding team and batters alike, we're back. And the sunshine is back as well. This time he's playing this one straight down the ground. There's a man down there. He's not going to be able to pull it in as he goes beyond him for 4.
A great shot from Shima. He saw the ball a bit air. His eyes lit it up. Uses his feet towards the long off for 4 runs.
Well, a change of bat has brought fortune for him, because the last over, just the 1 boundary coming and then all singles, but he started off well with his new bat. Down the leg side, oh, he's going hard at this one. He's under edging it for the 1. They're not running the runs between the 6 hard because they know they can hit boundaries. Why put it up until later? So they should be working hard and getting Rizwan off strike and out of the firing line. 113 for 2. Rizwan rolls up to 69 for his personal tally. 19 is Irfan. He's playing this one in the air and in and out and taken. Taken on the second bounce. Irfan was playing a good shot, looked good, but he kept it in the air, so they're going to need wickets. The Eagles, and wicket number 3 goes.
For a moment, I thought that was the fielder was just dropping it because it just pops out from his hand while taking the catch. Luckily, he didn't drop it. He saw the ball right in the slot, but didn't have enough elevation to lift it above the extra cover.
Yes, it was in and out and in again, and the last in is what matters.
Absolutely, that was a close. His heart must have been in his mouth after that.
Yeah, well, a 45-run partnership has ended.
Yes, they need partnerships now. The man in form still on the wicket.
So now Shashank Reddy has made his way to the middle to join his skipper. Skipper has been there from the top of the inning. Number 2 batter, he opened the inning and he's still there. Gonna need a little bit of help along the way though, because he himself might get 100, but the target score is 205. You cannot leave all the lifting to him.
Yes, Chima needs support from the other end.
The Eagles are in a huddle and they're trying to be motivated. They have to stay relevant. They want to stay on the park. You lose, you go home.
It's a big game for both the teams. Can't see Mohammad Asif in the field. He's not in the field, the captain.
No,
He's
he has-
bowled only 1 over.
So he's not been there to marshal his troop. We've seen a maiden wicket in this match so far, the first one of the tournament. We've seen a maiden, but without a wicket. This one turned around the corner, is asking a question, and umpire Navid Charlie says no. It's been going down the leg side as threatening umpire Charlie. The batsman was trying to turn it into the onside. Charlie been here for quite some time, from Friday, so you're going to see his face. As Bob Marley would have said, you're gonna tired to see me face. You can't get me out of this race, Charlie. That's what the great man Bob Marley say. Tired to see my face, can't keep me out of this race. Comes in now, bowls, there's a slip employed. Plays this one up along the offside. Long off comes in and fields. I like to see the slip. You've been doing that. I like your field placing when you played most of your inning. You're always on the attack. Sometimes the best defense is to attack.
Absolutely, and I believe a lot of players, youngsters, if they were watching, if they want to be a good captain, they should watch how you use your troops and put the pressure on the opposition, which areas to place your fielders.
This time it's going in the air. There's a fielder running around down there, but can't catch up with it as it goes all the way for 6. So, where's one again? on the charge. He goes into the 70s now, goes on to 75. 120 comes up on the board. Can describe that.
Yes, he saw the ball, was flight to delivery, lit it up his eyes. Out of the park for 6 runs.
Easy peasy, easy as you like. So why run hard when you can just flick him over the boundary for 6? We call it a baby 6 for him.
Yes, he still didn't middle that well, but ended up with the wind out of the park. 6 runs.
Yes, as I was saying, we are playing for positioning. We already know that the defending champions, the Chicago Catchers, they're into the semifinals. It's just a matter of positioning, number 2 or number 3. Number 1 has been taken. But New York still have a game in hand, so they play this afternoon. A win for them, again, would be positioning. They'll end up with the same amount of points as the Chicago Catchers. So net run rate will separate 2 and 3.
Absolutely, there's strong game going on between the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Those 4 teams are in competition.
Playing with soft fans but can't score. The busy area point comes in a flash. We have seen so many runouts from that area. One stump to aim at, and oftentimes they were hitting.
Yes, the new batsman Shoshant is taking up balls. He needs to give strike to Chima.
In the air, one bounce to point. Again, you've been putting your best fielders there, employing slips. The match that you would have won, I hope it's a highlight, the whole match, the one that you won, to show where captaincy and leadership comes in. He's banging this one into the offside. He's going to get runs here, at least 2. As they're putting the dive, are they going to try for the 3rd? No, Rizwan is not interested in running too many runs in the middle.
Yes, a good running between the wickets.
Probably conserving energy for the semis and the finals. These same 2 teams would have played in the finals last year. So it'd be sweet old revenge if the Eagles can avenge some revenge here.
Shot.
Driving again.
That's a beautiful shot between the 2 fielders, carving down extra cover and deep extra cover. Beautiful shot for 4 runs. I really like that shot. Shows class of a batter. Poor ball from Rafiz Safdar. Too full on the new batter. No turn. Just a straight ball. Half volley for 4 runs. Easy pickings.
So again, Shashank ready. He seems to have been ready for that one. This time it's a loud appeal. And they're asking and asking and still asking. And the answer remains no. Umpire Ankar says no. And he's still asking. They're sending it upstairs, but that does not come upstairs. We're so sorry. They're out of reviews.
They're out of reviews.
Yeah, the keeper was sending it upstairs, but we'll have a look. We have the benefit of that.
Well, it looks very close actually to me.
It was a good shout.
It was a good shout. The umpire is in a better position to see it from there.
Well, viewers, you have a chance to see the replay on the review. But what you think doesn't matter. What matters is that yellow top and black pants standing behind the sticks at the bowler's end, and he says no. A single with the next ball, and another throw comes in direct, but the batter was safely home a long, long time ago.
Yes.
So at the end of that over, it's 127 for the loss of 3 wickets.
Yeah, you can see the graph. Chicago Catchers are still in a better position, cruising towards 204.
Yeah, it was a close shout there. It was an ambitious call there. with the no from umpire Anchor. But again, that dreaded finger did not go up, and that's all that matters. So 205, that is the target score. It's not too far off. 127 for 5. The wicket column, for yes, for 3 wickets. Where did I get 5 from? So the wicket column looks good. But the important thing is that Rizwan Chima, the captain, is still there on 75 and leading from the front.
Yes, change of bowling from the far end. Maz coming in for the DC Eagles. Seems like the captain, Mohammad Asif, still not in the field. They're not sure who's leading the troops. Wide ball to start from.
Outside the off stump, wide of course, and not a good start. Matter of fact, the inning started with a wide. So they can ill afford that. They've got to work. They have to have a plan, at least to get Rizwan Chima, first of all, out. Second, off strike. Stammy working this one off the legs, running the first one quickly, and they're going to be running a relaxing 2. So a weird double while Rizwan is out in the middle.
Yes, and very nice wristy flick on the leg side. One of my favorites. Playing really well. Sushant looks a really good batter.
Yes, well, his last name ready, so he is ready, and he's making way for the big stage. His team is already in the semi-finals. They're just looking for positioning, whether it's number 2 or number 3. Right now they're in the number 2 spot, but New York still they have a game in hand. They play next, and they're red hot. Last night they didn't lose a wicket, all of 198 without loss. This one is effort delivery point. The busy area comes into play and can score. And Rizwan has beckoned to him, speed it up a little.
Yes, he needs to give strike to Chima. Cannot take too many dot balls.
No, we'll have to give the fielding team, and you would know as a captain, that's what you would have been doing. Keep the big hitting of Rizwan Chima at the non-striker's end.
Absolutely.
So I'm impressed with that. Whoever is captain in the team at this time, since the original skipper is off, outside the off stump, swing and a miss, slower ball, pace off, very good. He's thinking. He was swinging at that one long before the ball would have reached him. That's good thinking. So the boundary riders are in place. Everybody is in play. As 3 deliveries has gone, and Irfan has sucked up all of those. And if you had to include the wide, 4 deliveries, 3 of which are legal, so it's going to be a 7-ball area. Over. This time on the back foot again, point gets in the way. Your best fielder better be in that position. And it seems as if they found their man to be in that specialist area. That's a special area, trust me.
Yes, the dot balls are building pressure on the Chicago catchers, especially on the captain on the other end.
Well, that's what you need. You need to keep him off strike. And if he gets 1 ball, you know, the chance he might hit that for 6 as well. So do not try to give Rizwan 2 balls in and over outside the off stump, and that's not bad. Just give him the 1. Just the 1. So Rizwan coming for 1. Pressure on him to hit a boundary. They want to hit a boundary every over. And let's see. Field remains. So they're going to try to not give him the single, at least to get on strike at the other end. Worst that they can do is to give him a 2 or a dot. The best they can do is to give him the dot. A wicket would suffice. He's pulling in the air. There's a man down there. He's not going to get it. He gets a 4. So I'm saying you give him 1 strike and he's going to try to go for a boundary. So Rizwan has gone on to 79. Scores 135 for 5.
For 3.
For 3. I keep on saying 5. I don't know why I'm trying to give them. The second time I've said that. I'm so sorry.
$135 for 3 after 14 overs. 70 more runs from 36 balls. Still got the danger man, Rizwan Chima.
Yeah, he's 21 away from another century. Would he be the first to get 2 centuries in this, the 17th edition of the US Open? So you have all of 5 centurions.
Yes, you must give credit to the groundsmen. They've made amazing pitches throughout the tournament. I've played on them. I really loved it while batting. All the batters are really enjoying it. It's helping the spinners, helping the pace bowlers as well. Overall, everything for everyone.
So good 2020 pitch.
Absolutely.
Well, creators, you hear it here for yourself. A man who has showcased his ways right out in the middle. We are about nearly 150 meters away, and we are saying it's good. But here is a man who has been there on the deck, and he is telling you it's a good deck. I have to believe what I'm hearing.
Play towards extra cover. Fielder for 1. Sushant needs to give maximum strike to Rizwan Chima.
I think the fielder would have been better off fumbling for the 2 to keep Rizwan off strike. Sometimes these little strategies have to come into play. You're going to give him an opportunity to face 5 deliveries while keeping him in check and getting him off strike. So that's victory for the bowler. You're getting Rizwan off strike. Now you have to have your field changing, but they're having the same field for the same batter. They're giving away that single on the onside to get Rizwan Chima back on strike. This time it is coming straight down the ground, and it's going to be 4 runs.
Yes, a great shot. Straight above the bowler's head for 4 runs. Sushant is now doing what the captain is looking from him.
Yeah, he sucked up a few deliveries in the last over, but he used his feet well. And now they're going to be changing fielders. They thought that he could have done better getting around there. Oh, why did he do that? He smacked his fielder hard on the hand and came ringing. So at the end of this over, we're going to have a change of commentary. I'll make my way out of the
And
box.
he's got a wicket there. He saw the ball. Played towards the leg side, went for a big slog. You miss, I hit. And Rafi Safdar got his wicket.
So we come down to the last 32 balls. Faisal Iqbal, 64 to win. But you've got to put the advantage to the DC Eagles because they've got Rizwan Chima.
Absolutely. Captain leading his troop. He's not having any support from the other end. The team needs to play their role. All the batters from the other end with the captain. That can put less pressure on him.
And you get the feeling that this game has come into to a position where Rizwan Chima, he's so impactful. He scores very quickly. We talked about already 100 in the tournament. And he's on course here. Enough runs for him to get 100 if he bats well. Jamie Hay comes to the middle. Referee Safdar would be quite happy that he's picked up a couple of wickets. He's been quite steady. Ball worked into the offside. Good deliveries at this stage of the game.
Yes. DC Eagles are on them. 4 wickets they got. Still, the run rate is 9.51. Required is 12.39.
Yeah, driven into the offside. Will beat the man. Karam can't get it wrong in time. And that's 4 good-looking runs for Jamie Hay.
Yes, a good shot from Jamie. He saw the ball towards middle and off stump. Saw his slot. Big gap between the both fielders for 4 runs. Was watching it. Got a juicy half volley from Rafi Safdar. Easy pickings for the batter. No time for the fielders to move for 4 runs. 145 for 5 after 4 after 15. 145 for 4, I beg your pardon, after 15. Needs 60 more runs from 30 balls. That's what T20 cricket is all about.
Yeah, Faisal Iqbal, and you talk about if you're playing T20 cricket in 2025 and you're batting in the 15th over and you see an asking rate of 10, 11 and 12, you're expected to get those numbers when you play T20 cricket. That's what it's all about.
Yes, that is what the players practice for. Every individual knows their roles really well these days.
So Karam comes into Chima, worked away, down the leg side, gone away for another boundary.
4 runs from Chima. Leg side is always a favorite area. Bad line from Maz. He knows that Rizwan likes everything on the middle and leg, and he's giving the balls into his strength. Juicy half volley on the leg side. Easy pickings for Chima for 4 runs.
Yeah, no benefit bowling down the leg side. Faisal Iqbal can't get a leg before. You run the risk of bowling wide. You run the risk of bowling 5 wides. Sometimes keepers don't get across too quickly. Oh, slashing shot into the offside. Fielder out in the deep, but the intent is quite clear here from Rizwan Chima.
Yes, he knows his slots, especially when he's set. He knows his areas on the offside and the leg side. 54 more runs from 28 balls. Thus, it's getting tighter and tighter as the game coming close. Chima the man.
So the 150 comes up in the 16th over. Karam coming into this over has gone quite expensive. 2 overs for 28. And we'll come into bowl to the new man, Jamie Hay. And Hay cuts well. Protection out in the deep, and that brings the equation down to 54 to win.
Yes, Jamie Hay giving a strike to the man in form, Chima. Must be looking this side. Everything on the leg side. Maz knows Rizwan is looking for big shots. But he's looking for his slower ones now. Let's see how he delivers those ones.
Chima go up and over into the offside. Fielder comes in.
And there's a drop catch. There's a drop catch from the fielder, Rafi Safdar. He dropped the catch. Looks like an easy pickings, but he dropped a costly drop, definitely for DC Eagles. Chima didn't caught middle. It was easy catch. Rafi Safdar looks sloppy.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see how that plays out in the latter stage. All catches are important, Faisal Iqbal, but those towards the latter stages of the game, they are even more vital.
Absolutely. Even the last catch Rafi took was very close. He juggled the ball and luckily he caught that one. He's not looking confident in the field taking catches. And it's very huge disappointment for the bowlers. If you see in the replay, it was easy catch. He was in no position.
So Maz, final ball. And he allows one to go through Rizwan Chima. So 16 gone, it's 153 for 4.
.153 for 4. After 16 overs. 52 more from 24 balls. Chima, the man in form. Jamie.
Yeah, Jamie has supported well. We saw his first scoring shot was a lovely drive through the offside. I went for 4. And folks, let's bring you up to speed what's happening here. Chicago catchers, they're on 6 points. We talked about the LA Lions, 5 perfect games for them, and perfect in the sense that they've won all their games. So they're at the top of the table with 10 points. And we're looking at the DC Eagles. They are on 2. 2 other teams still lying on 2 points. Vegas High Rollers, but they're done for the tournament, so they stand a very tough outside chance. Smashers plays next. And so if DC Eagles can win here, they'll go up to 4 points. They will separate themselves from the group of 2. And they could be the team to be that number 4 spot, but they've got to win this game. And Rizwan Chima is out in the middle. It makes the biggest of difference. Bukhari comes back for another bowling spell. And he starts with the ball angling down the leg side. Couple of runs here. We'll wait and see whether it came off the bat or the pad. But they've gone for 2.
Yes, leg buys. Bukhari was trying to dart the ball into the stumps, but ending up on the leg side. Easy pickings for the batters.
And by the way, Bukhari is having a real good day. Got a century earlier on. And look at that. Tugged into the onside from Jamie Hay. Gone for 6.
Yes, he saw the ball in the air. Lit up his eyes. On the leg side for 6 runs. The huge big shot. Saw the ball right into his screws. Out of the park for 6 runs. Must be a relief man, Rizwan, on the other end. He wants his batters.
Yeah, big shot from Jamie Hay. And while we are expecting Rizwan Chima to do all the heavy lifting, it's always good when someone can come and hit a boundary or 2. As in the case of Jamie Hay. A couple of boundaries for him already, 1-6, 1-4. So he's supported well. We talked about Chicago catchers resting 2 of their top players. No Ali Khan, no Saad bin Zafar. And so far they need 44 from 22. Jamie Hay, good delivery. Good comeback ball from Husnain Bukhari.
Yeah, he knows that he's looking for everything on the leg side, so he darted a quicker one on a bit off stump, not giving him enough space.
Oh, down the leg side. And good dot delivery. So a couple of dots. Good deliveries there from Bukhari.
It was a bit of white ball on the leg side. He's trying to dart the ball, mixing it up.
Yeah, gets an edge. Can get Rizwan Chima down. So dot ball's very important here. Still asking about 13 runs and over. They're going just under 10, so a bit of a difference there. And those numbers mean that a little bit advantage for the bowling side. Still runs to play with. And Jamie Hay on 12. You're looking at an equation that says 43 from 20 balls. And he goes into the offside. Maskaram will come around. Very safe, good young man. And a single to Jamie Hay.
Yes, Jamie wanted to look towards the extra cover, but a quicker one just got him a single. Chima, what he must be thinking right now in his mind as a batter, as a captain.
Oh, big appeal, play, and a miss. He's being given out. So that's the end of Rizwan Chima. He falls for 86, 163 for 5.
For a moment, I thought he didn't nick it the way he was looking towards the umpire, but it was a quicker one from Hassan Bukhari. They appealed, and Rizwan was shaking his head but the umpire knows the best on the field. Rizwan Chima. He's looking very dejected. Played a brilliant knock as a captain. They still got 3 overs. 163 for 5 after 17. Chasing a target of 205. DC Eagles tails up.
Yeah, Irfan Khan comes to the middle. Rizwan Chima, 86 from 43 balls, 9 fours and 5 sixes. And you get the feeling, Faisal Iqbal, this is where DC Eagles will fancy their chance of defending 42 with the remaining 18 balls. Chima out of the picture now.
Yes, Irfan Khan. Jamie is one player who can change the fame of the game.
So it looks like Samiola Jawad comes back into the bowling attack. He's been quite good. 2 overs, no made, none for 13. And so he comes back at a time. And Faisal Iqbal, let's talk about the mental pressure you are on when Rizwan Chima, who has opened the batting, has been with the game all along for 17 over. How it plays mentally on your mind that Rizwan Chima can take this game away from us.
Absolutely. He scored his first 100s against us, so who knows better than me in the field. He played really well, and obviously it's a constant thinking. Good start for Samiullah from the far end. He starts from a slower one. He knows they all want to go for the big one, so they're using the slower ones very well.
Yeah, we saw him bowl a couple of overs from this end. And when you look at his bowling figures coming into this one, 2 overs, no made, none for 13 at a time, in which the catchers were going steadily at 10 and 11 runs and over. He bowled 2 overs, going for 6.5. And these are the death stages. 17 balls remaining. A play and a miss. New man in. Those are good men to bowl at.
Yes, that was a good ball from Samiullah. He saw the new batter facing him. So didn't hold his slower one, just used the pace, but away from him. They've got a very unique field on the offside. If you have a look, there's a deep extra cover and a deep point, a short turban in, and an extra cover. So good field position.
So Jawad, not a good delivery. If it's not going for boundaries, I think those are good.
Yes, he's bowling according to his field, what he set it up. Square leg in the ring and short fine. He's got 2 deep boundary riders on deep mid wicket and long on.
Yeah, good over so far from Jawad. Still need 40 from 15, asking 16 runs and over. You get the feeling that those numbers certainly favors this bowling team. Oh, that's a big shot. Big shot again from Jamie Haig. Gone long, gone far, and gone for a maximum.
6 runs from Jamie. As I was also thinking that he likes to hit big. He's massively built. He saw the ball in his slot. A slower one from the bowler. Easy pickings straight above the bowler's head for 6 runs.
Yeah, he comes in at a time in which they're still asking 14.5 runs on over Faisal Iqbal. And that essentially means they'll need strong 2 boundaries per over. So still not an easy task. But we've seen Jamie Hay already with 20 off just 11 balls. Couple of sixes from him with 1-4. And he looks that in the absence of Rizwan Chima, Jamie Hay could be the man to fit the role of getting 34 from the next 14 balls. Oh, good delivery, good comeback ball.
Yes, a good delivery from Samuela. He knows that Jamie Smith is looking for everything. He bowled right in the box. We call these balls Yorkers in the boxes.
Yeah, in these days of T20 cricket, you want to bowl it full outside the off stump.
Yes,
A little bit in the block hole. Here's the final ball outside the off stump, playing a miss, and Charlie Javid walks to the square. That's a wide ball.
yes, it's a poor ball from Samuela. He knows that it's huge. A wide ball, very wide from the batter.
So, folks, teams are still looking for those late league points. We still got another game at 2 o'clock, and that's the New York team. They will take on Dallas Smashers. And Dallas Smashers find themselves in similar position like the DC Eagles. They badly need a win to stay alive. And if DC Eagles wins here, they probably could be the 4th team. And we'll still have to wait for that encounter between New York and Dallas. Good ball. If it's not going for 4, that's good. Good fielding. Just restricting that stroke to only 1. 18 gone. It's 173 for 5.
Yes, the target is 205. Jamie Smith. You can see the worm. Slowly, the DC Eagles are getting better in the position. Chicago catchers have been right on the tail throughout, chasing this mammoth total of 204.
Yeah, we saw a brilliant 100 from Hussein Bukhari. Got 105 and heard the commentators talked about 5 men in that Centurion club. Always a very close unit. It's not crowded at all. Those Century Club. Mas Karam has been given the ball. And these are probably the most important overs because you set the stage of what is to come. These second to last over. Faisal Iqbal.
Yes, we're still not sure who's captaining the side because Mohammad Asif is out. And seems like Hasnan Bukhari must have taken that role.
So Mas Karam will come into bowl to Jamie Hay. They need 32 from 12. And Hay into the offside. Goes to the man who scored a century today. And the man we believe is deputizing for Mohammad Asif.
Yes. Maz Hurram coming from the pavilion end this time in his 4th and last over. Still got no wicket in his 38 runs.
Yeah, Maz has gone quite expensive today. Very effort bowler, good young prospect. And will come into bowl to the new man, Irfan Khan. Khan gets a very good delivery. That's where you need to bowl Faisal Iqbal.
Yes, good areas there. He's been very expensive in this game for DC Eagles. Tries too much, too many things. And that gives an advantage to the batters to read the bowler mind. Likes to bowl the short balls.
So Jamie Hay, 30 needed from 10. And Jamie Hayes straight down the ground. Safe place to hit the ball. Clean hit. Gone for 6.
A juicy half volley from Mars. Right in the slot for Jamie. His eyes goes lit up when he saw the ball. He knows his areas above the bowler's head. Straight towards the side screen for 6 runs.
Massive strike from Jamie Hay, man who comes out of New York, comes out of Westbury, one of the local clubs in New York. Westbury is one of the strongest clubs in New York. Look at that. Pummeled into the offside. Bukhari comes in. Ball will fall short. But look at that. Good running. They come back for 2.
2 runs. For a moment, I thought it was going in the air towards the fielder, but didn't have enough elevation. Seems like a slow ball from Mars. He rolled his fingers at the last moment with his fast bowling arms.
So Maz Karam, he's gone for 10 in this over. Couple of balls remaining. And Jamie Hay out towards the square leg area. Protection in the deep. And hands the strike over to Irfan Khan.
Yes, he wanted to hit towards the mid-wicket region, but playing square towards deep square leg for single. They need boundaries now. The required run rate has almost climbed to 18 runs. They need some firepower, dealing in 6s.
So final ball in this over. Karam runs into bowl to Irfan Khan. Khan is playing a missing good slower ball to end the 19th. And so 184 for 5. They need 21 in the last over.
Yes, anything can happen in cricket. We've got 6 balls. Seems like the DC Eagles are in a better position to win this game.
Yeah, the good news, Jamie Hay will be on strike. He's really batted well. Jamie Hay, 31 from just 17. 3 massive 6s and 1 4, but now it comes down to crunch time. Can he get them over the line? And every ball will matter here. They've thrown the ball to, it looks like Samiullah Jawad will bowl the final over. And all Samiullah probably needs to do here, Faisal Iqbal, is to bowl two non-boundary balls, and they could be in business. And he got to get those balls in quite early, as 21 is needed in the last 6 balls.
Yes, anything can happen in cricket till the last ball. Never say never.
So Jamie Hayes settles and waits for Jawad. Good delivery, good start. Advantage DC Eagles.
Yes, a good ball from Samiullah. He's bowling the box Yorkers very well on the offside.
Yeah, the batters at this stage of the game, they're looking for those swing. And sometimes the shots are in the offside.
Yes, these days the batters knows how to play the box Yorkers. If they are on the offside, they know the fielders are in the ring on the 3rd man.
So good start from Samiullah Jawad. Those dot balls are very important. Here is Jamie Hay. He's batted well. Oh, good delivery into the offside. Not gone for a boundary. Jamie Hay declines the single. And so he will be on strike again. 2 dot balls.
Well, that's a good strategy because Jamie knows that he's the man in charge right now. If it's in his slot, he'll be out of the park, so it's better to play all the balls with Jamie. Team strategy.
So we talked about a win here for the Eagles. Will take them up to 6 points. In fact, take them up to 4 points. And they will join the Yorkers. The Yorkers plays next. Tugged into the onside. No elevation. They're running quickly. Wants to. They come back. The throw comes in. And 2 more runs.
Yes, 2 runs to the Chicago Catchers, but they need big 6s. Couple of runs won't help them. Crossing the line. Samiullah bowling really well. He's using his slower ones and box yorkers very well.
Yeah, this ball has to go for a boundary to keep them alive. Even if it goes for 4, but you've got to get a boundary in one of these balls. If Jawad bowls a ball that does not go for boundaries and not bowl wide, he's in business. My goodness, that's a good delivery. Well within the tram lines, dot ball.
Well, seems like Jamie is more worried about wide balls than his own areas of hitting boundaries. His legal delivery. He's bowling really well using the crease. The box yorkers these days, you have to be very clever utilizing these box yorker ball for boundaries. He's got a good field position as well on the offside.
Yeah, and as long as Samiullah Jawad bowls legal ball, not mathematically possible. 2 balls remaining, they need 19. Their highest scoring shot in cricket is 6. And so even if this last 2 balls goes for 6, there'll be 7 short or 6 short. Here is Samiullah Jawad. He's really bowled a good last over. Tugged down the ground. And probably it doesn't matter whether they go for 1 or go for 2. They need 18 off this final ball.
It just seems like the game is over for Chicago catchers.
Yeah, we saw a very good last over from Samiullah Jawad. They needed someone to really come bowl and defend 21. And he's been so disciplined. He's kept the ball just outside off. A shot that we haven't seen Jamie Hay played. Final ball and cleans him up. So Irfan Khan falls. And a big win here for the DC Eagles. They go up to 4 points with a chance of making the playoff tomorrow.
Yes, you must give credit to the bowler. He bowled really well his last over, finishing up with the wickets. Saw him going towards the leg side, rolled his finger out towards the ball, into it, and the flash, red flash, was all around.
So a very important win here for the Eagles. They keep hopes alive. And I want to think they're almost there. We talked about the Lions already sealing that #1 position. Catchers will probably remain at #2. New York plays next. And they will come up against the Dallas Smashers. So that's the scorecard for you. Rizwan Chima almost getting to another triple figure mark. The bowling for you, Samiullah Jawad, towards the end. Needed someone to bowl an over that restricted the team under 20. He has done that. So folks, there you have it. DC Eagles have beaten the Chicago Catchers. And now we look ahead to our final game of the day. It will take us to New York. We'll take on Dallas Smashers, and that's coming up at about 2 o'clock. So the standings so far, Lions at the top of the table, Chicago Catchers next, New York is on 4, and now DC Eagles have joined New York on 4 points. So we'll take a short break and resume with cricket at 2 p.m.